Welcome to the Pseudo Intellectual Podcast. I'm your host, Six. What is up, chat? And y'all can start talking. I'm going to start shilling.
Yeah, sup, peeps.
My name is Yuki Pete, and I had sex with half of these people.
No lies there. I can't tell a single lie from that.
My name is Yuki Pete, and I had sex with half.
Whoever has the feedback and listening to the stream, don't
slight
don't
echo, yeah, slight echo, but let me just.
All right, now I'm going to go back to this.
Now I can actually read the chat.
So, what's it called? Hazbin Hotel. What do y'all think of it?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's good pilot. It's very solid.
You're streaming the Discord server, wowie.
Yeah. That's why I have it. What's it called?
Look at me. You can see my cute profile picture. All right, Hazbin Hotel is pretty cool. I thought it was kind of neat. What about you guys? How about that funny little cartoon?
Western cartoons.
Put more enthusiasm into it. Come on.
No. I thought it was good. No, I thought it was really good. I watched it a few weeks ago. It was maybe not for you. It was probably last week.
There's a lot I want to talk about with it, but I want y'all to go and say what y'all think first.
I think it was probably the best cartoon that I've actually watched in a long time. I don't watch a lot of Western cartoons these days because 99% of them are just fucking trash.
Yeah.
Right? So it's very refreshing to have something like this come along that's like actually legitimately funny and entertaining to watch. Right?
All right.
So yeah, I think that sums up my thoughts. I'll let someone else go.
What about you, Stuffy?
There are a few small things that were an issue, but most of it was good.
You fool?
I liked it. It reminded me of some older stuff. Like if you have, most people probably haven't seen it. But Ralph Bakshi's old stuff. Couple of his animated movies that he put out in like the late '60s, early '70s.
Some of Jonan Vasquez's stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that's the only thing I could think of, dude. It was like the Zim demons, because they move exactly like the teacher in Invader Zim when they're shadowed.
Yeah, I was thinking, what's it called? They either look like Invader Zim or Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Yeah.
Foster's Home Imaginary Friends.
Yeah,
I got.
And Charlie kind of looks like a Disney princess.
Yeah,
like. Her inspirations for character designs were very obvious.
She is a princess, though.
What would you do with your princess?
Off with their heads.
Let them eat cake before I chop their heads off.
Cake all day.
Be forced into marrying a 70-year-old man.
Yeah,
my favorite.
I think Rika might be in the chat. Hey, Rika, how you doing?
Who's Rika?
It's a nice cartoon. Reminds him of a 2000s.
It does. It actually does have that kind of Newgroundsy type feel, especially with the type of humor.
Except it's really well animated.
Yeah, really fucking. Like I was going through just looking at it, and there's like almost no scenes that really looked bad from what I saw.
It's hard to find a partner that's
the only
bad.
times I could think it looks bad is not even really the looks itself, but it was just a problem with syncing up their words with the lip animation, and that's literally just because they're not doing the anime like 3 or 4 frames. They're actually legitimately drawing the lip flaps out of every word.
Yeah.
So that shit is fucking hard.
Yeah, it's like the smallest of nitpicks almost. Like the tiniest little thing that you could say is, this looks a little bit but it's not.
Also,
it's not distracting.
Scene transitions are a little too fast.
Yeah.
Like I had to watch it 3 times to catch most of it.
That's good.
One thing I did notice, the voice actress for Charlie needs to take singing lessons so that she doesn't
that is
fry
one
the
thing I
fuck
saw
out of her throat.
This is one problem I see with doing that, is that when it comes to voice acting and singing, they both have their own little mental block when it comes down to it. Like recording by yourself, you want to sound loud on like certain parts, but you don't know how. There's like this mental block preventing you, so you're kind of like holding your voice back as you're trying to speak loud, and it's very obvious when it happens. And that's what it feels like the voice actor of Charlie was having.
That's because she's singing from her throat, not her diaphragm.
Yeah.
Like, she's literally going to kill her throat if she doesn't take some singing lessons.
Yeah, I was.
And then she can make an album called Under the Night.
Yeah, I'm not really a particular big fan of musical numbers and musical stuff, so I didn't. That was probably the one part in the show where I was kind of like, yeah, this is kind of cool, but I'm not, not super big on it. But the rest of it was fine.
I gotta say, Hazbin Hotel is my favorite anime this season.
Yeah, it's pretty good anime.
I mean, here's the thing: if Hazbin Hotel was an anime, it actually would be one of the top.
Most likely because the anime fans are kind of dumb. Anyway, I want to ask a question from an outsider's perspective, because I'm not totally knowledgeable about everything that we're talking about right now. I heard, a little bird told me, that there's some sketchy shit with the person behind the creation of
She
Hazbin.
really likes
okay, this is my forte, because
I don't want to get political, but
No, we're not gonna get political, right? I'm just It's not really political. It's a mix of a little bit of political and a little bit of just furries being furries. So
are you trying to say fucking animals isn't political?
Maybe.
Where do you fall? I think that would actually be the bottom left.
I need you to back the fuck up real quick.
The bottom left.
I need you to back up a little bit. Start from the
that's
top.
what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to start from the beginning.
No, she wasn't advocating fucking.
Unknown's derailing me when I'm trying to get into it, right? So
hold on, I'll fucking beat him again if he does it.
Right, let me start from the beginning, because I knew the actual majority of the cancelling drama happened probably 3 or 4 months ago, before like the actual pilot. So like I knew that this was on the way before it came out. I didn't actually know when it was going to come out, but it came out. So what happened is there were a number of accusations of plagiarism. In terms of the style. Because there is some fucking furry music video that someone made for some Katy Perry song, and a lot of people were trying to draw parallels in the designs between that video and this chick's art style, and people were saying plagiarism bullshit. But that's just one of the more minor things, right? The more major things were on the political side of things.
No.
Let me. I have to fucking do all of it, right? Okay.
Okay, fine.
So on the political side of things, the artist had done commission work for both Blair White and Shoonhead, I believe, were the two.
Shoonhead, I know that name.
And that pissed off a lot of the leftists, right? They just got mad about that and started calling the artist a Nazi and all that shit. Typical guilt by association bullshit. Like nothing that you should really get cancelled for, but these people do it anyway, right? And then the third thing is the fact that they have what I would best describe as a snake fetish. And what I mean by that is not like a theory type snake fetish. They have a literal fetish for snakes, being in a bathtub with snakes, having snakes crawling over the body, being bitten by snakes in bondage, that kind of kinky shit, right? And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't give a fuck about any of that. Like whatever you want to be into, you be fucking into it. Like that's perfectly okay. So I don't get why the Furies are trying to fucking cancel Hazbin Hotel over that shit. Yeah, snake worship. Thank you, Phil.
There you go.
Yep, that's.
I too
exactly
am a snake.
So that's the 3 major things that I know of that are stuff that the creator's getting shit for by the kind of cancel culture lefty type fucking people.
Yeah, literally the only thing I knew was her drawing someone getting tied up by a snake.
Yeah, because I probably told you. But
what would you do if you got tied up by a snake? Like you were sitting down at your computer and a big old snake came out and said, "Hey," and then wrapped around your legs. What would you do?
Depends on the snake. Like, is it a venomous snake,
no,
or is it a
okay, no,
fucking
no.
like if it's a fucking python, then you're probably
No,
not
I'll give
gonna
you a
have any
specific
problems.
species. It's a fer-de-lance. A fer-de-lance is crawling around your legs and
fucking know.
cuddling up.
Like,
I
I
feel
know
like
what I
this
would
is-
do if
go
I
with the
saw a
hypothetical.
constrictor
Yeah, you can't-
versus a non-constrictor. I don't fucking know what a fertile
Yeah,
is.
He's just
yeah,
hanging
like-
out.
Yeah, well, is it venomous? Is the first question, right?
I'm not telling you that.
Well, then, fucking the first reaction would just be to stand perfectly fucking still
Let's
and not
just-
piss the thing off. Because if
Let's
it's
just get
venomous,
back
I don't
to the
want it
Hazbin
biting
Hotel
me.
review part.
Yeah, you've derailed the whole fucking chat. Good job.
Okay, so I want to highlight a few comments that I found hilarious. Hazbin Hotel song made me dance like an Israeli. I can't wait for Jeffrey Epstein's guest appearance in Hazbin Hotel.
Oh fuck. Okay, I hate to go back to the snake thing again, but fuck you.
I believe
Vix,
Epstein
Mr.
is
Sargon.
Radio
It
Man.
Mr. Sargon. It depends on the snake man. I see you in the chat. Fuck you. Fuck off.
Yeah, that one was actually really funny.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson would lose his shit.
Yeah. Nah, I'll give you that. Nah, I'm joking, bro. You're cool. Don't worry. It was a good joke. But anyway, now back to the shit.
Okay.
What's your
where-
favorite character and why?
For me, I like the radio demon. I think his name's Alistair, isn't it?
It's hard
Yeah,
to pick.
His name is
between-
John Radio. Get it right.
It's hard
Well,
to
I'm
pick
shit with
between-
names because of my autism. So shut up.
No, his name is Alistair, but he's the radio demon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alistair. It's hard to pick between Radio Demon, Charlie, and what's his name? Angel Dust.
Yeah, they're all good characters.
But all for completely different reasons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Charlie is basically just a manic pixie.
Yeah, she is. Are you trying to say what's it called? Like my number 2 favorite female waifu is a manic pixie fairy dream girl. It's Shiro from Dead Man's Wonderland.
Yeah, but I don't like manic pixie fairies.
Yeah.
They're annoying and boring.
It's a beaten to death trope, man. Like the whole manic pixie dream girl thing. Like it was real big back in like I don't know the
90s.
Yeah,
No, it
the
was
90s
the
to a
odds.
degree.
So
It was really the odds where it got
the
solidified.
90s,
Yeah.
so
It took
before
off
I
in the
was
aughts.
born.
I thought the scene where Charlie up and said the N-word was kind of weird, though. I didn't know how to react to that.
Yeah. I fucking love the outrage shit over it. It's just all the more hilarity. Like there was that one person who was posting fake tweets about the show.
Yeah, I saw that. The
the
one about the fucking percentages.
Yes, I fucking loved it. What's it called? I can't believe that this show would say this. Oh my god! It is we're saying, you know what I got? I got statistics. Like
Yeah, I got
50%.
statistics.
I fucking busted out laughing, and that's why I quote tweeted and say, "Whoa, the show's good, but it's not that good."
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I can't believe 13% of the demons commit 50% of the crime.
I
know,
can't believe it either.
I can't believe it. It's just
No, I
fucking
just
horrible.
flat out can't believe it because where the fuck is the other crime coming from?
Yeah.
Well, I could ask the question: is like, wait, you're saying that that black people don't go to hell? That they only comprise 13% of the population or something like that?
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's
are
another
they
topic I want to talk about.
You guys are racist no matter what you say. You realize that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're trapped.
I know.
Oh, no.
What's it called? That's actually a topic I wanted to go into when everyone was against Angel Dust's appearance and shit like that, and saying it was a stereotype and this is bad.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
And
Angel Dust
let me
was
finish. Let
actually
me finish
fucking-
this line of logic.
Yeah,
where
sorry,
they were
sorry.
saying that it should have been a good gay character or something like positive representation. I'm like, they're in hell.
What
Are you
the
trying to
hell?
say? No, hold on.
Yeah.
No,
They're
they're
in
just
hell.
looking
Are you
for any
no,
reason.
Bull, let me
man. They're
finish.
just looking.
No,
I'm saying,
yeah, let-
they're in
let
hell.
on them
Are you
finish.
trying to say a good gay person would go to hell? That would be more insulting.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
understand
Like-
that. That would be fucking crazy. Like, can you imagine, like, just these goody two-shoes gay people in hell just because they're
That's the
gay?
thing. The only
Like-
thing that works with the only reason it works with Charlie is she was born there.
Yeah.
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 Like everyone else is there for a reason.
Yeah, they're there because it's hell, and hell is where the sinners go. It's kind of the point. Like if
No,
you
to
were
be
a good,
fair,
if
like-
you were a good gay person, you wouldn't go to fucking hell, you idiots.
Like I
Yeah.
hate to say it, but every joke that isn't from Radio Demon is so on the nose.
Yeah. And that's what makes
Like
them
the
great.
dude steals the drugs, gets crushed by a rock. You already know what Angel
Yeah,
Dust's
I
line
already
is going to
knew.
be.
That one I already knew what that punchline was going to be, and I think that one fell flat, not because they did it, but because of how much time they took to say the joke. It was like, okay, if the joke's going to be that fucking obvious, you don't need to wait like 4 or so whatever seconds
Yeah.
for a build up like that.
Angel Dust is fucking hilarious though.
Yes, I will say Angel Dust is hilarious, but
Daddy hurt me more, son.
Yeah.
No, he said
See,
Daddy
that one
Harder.
worked
Oh
only
yeah,
because
Daddy Harder, yeah.
that one
Daddy
worked
Harder.
only because of the sun.
Yeah, the son
Like the
killed that
setup
joke. That
was
was
the Daddy
great.
Harder, and the sun sold it.
Yeah, it sells it because you don't expect it, right? You think it's just, oh yeah, he's a, because he's a fucking porn, fucking whatever, right? But then
Yeah.
the son comes in and just fucking smacks you with a baseball bat. Like
Yeah,
that fucking
it's just a
happened, and I
version.
was just like, wow, that's amazing.
The cheap booze joke was kinda nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
There's a lot of comedy in there.
Yeah,
that I
but
fucking
I
love.
did see the joke coming of, do you think you can buy me with
Yeah.
cheap booze? It's
Yeah,
like,
Well,
You can
even
see
if you
it
can see
coming.
it coming, you can see it coming, but it's still a good joke though.
that one, even though you could see it coming, it wasn't like one of those really bad ones because for one, they didn't hold out anywhere near as long.
Mm.
but like,
It was like what, half a second or a second of the pause instead of like 3 or 4 with the other.
yeah. There's also the fact that both fight scenes like have no conclusion. They just skip over the conclusion of a fight.
Yeah.
Mm.
I fucking what's it called? From what it looks like, I think Radio Demon might be related to Charlie.
Maybe. I'm
That's
not
possible.
sure.
Yeah, did you
Maybe
see
she's
the
the older
poster?
brother.
Mm.
The poster of her family? Her father
Uh,
looks almost exactly like Radio Demon. I'm not saying Radio Demon's the father. I'm thinking Radio Demon's like a brother or something.
Yeah.
Because her father is Satan, and Radio Demon came out of nowhere and was stronger than pretty much every overlord that happened inside this series beforehand. So
Yeah.
it just like if that's the brother of Satan, all this would make sense. Why he looks
It would-
exactly like the father. Why he's really fucking evil, big into deals, and could take over and kill all the warlords like instantly.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
like, and the way he fights, where he can just summon portals like as if he has control over hell.
Mm.
Well, it's interesting because you bring that up, and I'm thinking like now I'm thinking like, wow, I could totally see like his arc where they find out that he's been helping her because she's his little sister the whole time, and then
Yeah.
like, oh shit, that's his redemption moment, and boom, like one of the finales is he goes to heaven.
That would be cool. Yeah, I'll be down with that. I reckon
I
that
can
sounds
totally.
pretty.
He's like,
I
oh,
already
shit,
know
I'm
she's-
free after all, and he goes to heaven. He's like, fuck.
You get to see that she has a bit of a demon form inside the songs and a little bit inside
Yeah.
the fight. So I
Yeah.
already think there's going to be like some kind of thing where she's going to quote unquote lose her way and then going to fucking fight, and she's actually going to be shown to be stronger than almost everyone there.
Yeah.
Fair assessment.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I'm pretty sure they're already planning for something like that. Because here's the thing: while I do very much enjoy it, I do think a lot of it is predictable.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Predictability isn't necessarily a bad thing.
I didn't say it was a bad
I
thing.
agree.
Mm.
I mean, if it's
It-
predictable to the point where it's boring, then yes, it's a problem.
Well,
But,
it's predictable, but the question then becomes how well do they execute it?
there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, how well, like, you can predict it happening, but the question is how well do they execute that thing happening? Like, do they like go traditional? Maybe they throw a couple of spanners in there. And it's not quite as, you know.
It has been Hotel redefines shonen.
Yeah.
Resident Hotel
Legit.
redefined shonen. Oh man.
That's
She has
great.
she has to make me turn into her demon form.
Yeah. A lot
You
of
haven't seen my final form yet.
No.
Niggas out here here sipping for 2D anime women.
I'm a simp for Angel Dust.
Oh fuck.
where
yeah,
does
no,
it
yeah.
say that the simping for 2D anime women?
Read the chat, motherfucker.
I am. I didn't see that part.
So
Are you on live chat?
No,
you're on top
Bex
chat.
in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Somebody
hates
said
that because every single time it just automatically does live chat instead of it automatically does top chat instead of live chat.
Yeah, I immediately switched to live chat.
Yeah,
Because
there's
Oh,
no
yeah, you're right. Is it
default.
on
the good stuff is in live chat.
Yeah, I know. There's no default way to make it.
Oh, boy.
all.
Yeah, 'cause
Anyway, back on the topic. Beck says that Vivziepop said that the father is Lucifer and Satan is a different person, so it's possible that
Yeah.
they're also like they're also saying, what was it? Dranko Bex. Yeah, they were saying what was
Okay,
it? Yeah,
well-
Radio Demon is a human who became a demon in hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably probably
except for
your
one
power
thing,
is based
what's
off
it
of
called?
something you do, something that happens in life.
There's always like what's it called? When I was looking through that backstory, from what it shows is that there wasn't much, like, people didn't really know too much about him. So yeah, the backstory is he was a human that came to hell. That's what they are saying. But how do they know that?
Yeah, it could
Because
be.
he
it
just
could be.
appeared. Like, that probably happens a lot.
They snipped in the air and they knew.
yeah. So it'll probably become more
I mean,
clear
he's
if the
already
show
been shown
continues.
to have portal powers to teleport and shit like that.
Kaiser Doom guy is best waifu ?
Yes. I'd kiss him.
Oh man.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah, and he's been there for years too. Someone else points out in the chat. So
Yeah.
Well, he's been there for decades.
Yeah.
The way it sounded like, if I
That's the thing.
Is that the guy just
decades,
popped
not
up?
not century.
yeah. He popped up out
well,
of
we
nowhere.
don't quite know what the time
All right,
frame.
then. I guess
is
he's
at the
probably
moment.
not then. Well, I mean, it's still a chance that he's related, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm
not
not giving
like-
up, but I'm kind of like considering it like low.
His
possibility.
backstory is that he
yeah.
was a serial killer who was also a radio host in the 1920s.
Yeah, Bex is doing the
Hmm.
legwork and dropping some deep lore.
All right.
Well.
Well, I guess we lost. I lost.
Yeah.
Rip.
Drank. You just beat me on my own podcast.
We all lost.
The podcast is now yours.
Oh, I mean, we're
No, I'm
just
just
casually
joking.
talking about it and having speculation, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I know. I don't think there's enough information to really predict everything, but there's a lot of stuff you can easily predict.
Which, yeah, it's not a bad thing, because I'm interested to see the execution, and we've got a very colourful, interesting cast of characters, so...
Oh yeah.
And
I
they play
love-
off each other really well.
Yeah, I love the show so far, even if it's a leftist show.
See, like, you say that, but I didn't really, like, the only
I'm messing around.
part... Yeah, I know you're messing around, but the only part where I was like, oh, okay, that sounds... it was the one joke when they're in the car with Angel Dust and the bloody eye patch chick, right? And she, and she's like, "Are you trying to be sexist or racist?" And Angel Dust is like, "Whichever one pisses you off more."
Yeah.
So that was the only part where.
Oh,
Like,
and when
okay,
they
yeah, I
said
see what they're
problematic
doing.
language.
I don't think
Yeah,
honestly.
problematic language.
Yeah,
But
probably,
a lot
yeah.
of people, I know
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
think they
people
were
who
making
said
fun of
it
it.
could be
Yeah, they were. Yeah, exactly.
They were making fun of it.
Yeah,
Hence
exactly.
why
they
it
were making
was
fun of
their word.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
yeah.
That was great.
What's it called? I was mostly making a joke because
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's going to go and say every bad person is right wing and every good person is left.
Yeah.
And-
I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is I saw when I was rewatching, I saw a review of it that had like the same dude writing 3 responses to his own review.
Eh?
Wait, PKRussl? Because that's because what I want to take a look at is PKRussl's video, just because of I hear it's a massive shit show because he's the only person or one of the few people that wrote a really negative review for the entire show.
Is it the I think it's Hazbin Hotel is not that good or something like that.
I don't know.
Like he had to fucking. There was a dude who had to fucking go and do 2 or 3 responses trying to clarify or something.
Yeah, I heard
It's
that
like-
PKRussl had a clarification as
Mhm.
well.
Also, speaking on that topic, there was a lot of people talking about copyright strikes on reviews and stuff, and it turns out that was all just automatic system bullshit.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. The creator, I think it's Vivziepop, I believe the creator, mentioned on Twitter that if anyone has any copyright claims or anything at all to email her directly and she will...
Yep, PKRussell's the one. Hazbin Hotel is not great review, and then Hazbin Hotel review response, which just happened like 11 hours ago. Holy shit! 38% liked it. Only the
Dude, look, he has another response.
Woo.
Oh my gosh, this is going to...
Who's the guy who made this
here's
thing
the
again?
trick,
PKRussl.
man.
I know who PKRussl is and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Are you going to screen share it?
What's it called? We're going.
Are we watching something?
Not yet. I was just getting it all ready. We'll go into
Watch
Look,
together.
watch together.
Don't
So y'all can hear it.
don't send this guy traffic. If he's
He's
first of all-
200,000.
Yeah,
But
well,
yeah.
you need more.
Yeah. I don't,
Because
I don't really see why we
because
need
I
to.
don't mind him. What's it called? I like a lot.
Believe
of
it or
his
not,
other
they
content.
do count negative engagement. Like YouTube does count negative engagement as engagement.
Why? Why do you think?
Yeah,
I was
but
saying in a
We're
watch
going to
together?
watch it and make fun of it.
Yeah. Oh, you can make. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if this guy is like, well, that's the other thing. Is he one of those people?
No, he definitely is not.
No.
Oh, okay. If he's not one of those
I know
people,
who
yeah,
this
then-
is.
Them.
I fucking been watching.
He's
him
one
for
of
like 2
them.
years.
No, I'm pretty
Like,
sure
this
he's
is
not Jewish.
But no, I'm not saying that.
God damn it, Cole.
I mean, by
Cole,
those
this
people,
is not
I'm
an
like,
anti-Semitic podcast.
by those people, I mean like,
There's
like
2 lies there.
SJWs, not Jews, man. Jesus.
Yeah, no, he's fucking with you, don't worry.
Cole,
God.
can you go?
Dude,
5
there is
minutes
no
ago talking about the
euphemism.
Jews?
There's
Are
no
you the new
euphemism.
Nick Fuentes?
there is no euphemism for like
Alright.
SJWs.
But anyway, what I was trying to say was that if anyone does have any copyright problems, if they make a review or if they try and do something, then give the creator a message and
Just
email,
send
and
them
they
your
will.
feet pic.
Yeah,
Well-
they will legit apparently like personally sort it out for you, because if it's under fair use, they've said that they have no problem with people using footage and all that shit, and that if it does happen, it's because the automatic system picked it up, because
Yeah.
they have the automatic system to stop re-uploads completely wholesale. So
Yeah. All I know is we'll take the Chinese, but no Irish.
because what was happening was there was a lot of people accusing the creator of, oh, you're trying to censor negative.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
And PK
you're
Russell
trying
was
to-
actually one that was saying that as well.
Yeah, you're trying to censor. It's like, no, apparently that's not the case, and they made it very, very fucking clear on Twitter that wasn't the case. Like, really crystal clear. So
Yeah, because that's damaging to. Doesn't matter how good the show. Doesn't matter how
Yeah.
good the show is. That is damaging.
yeah, so it's good. It's good that the creator came out and was like, yeah, no, I fully support people making negative reviews and all that shit. Like, you just do what you want.
Even
Like,
if
it's
they're
fine.
wrong.
Yeah, even if they're wrong. Yeah,
Ugh.
pretty much. So yeah.
Angry Peanut, I have bad news for you. I'm not.
Who's
Get along with- I get along with Jews very well, and my best friend in college is a Jew, and I don't have any tolerance for actual anti-Semitism. Sorry about that. Sorry. And I'm not on YouTube either, so there.
I mean, I think the better question is who is it?
Oh fucking Christ!
I'm sorry to break your heart, buddy. But
Nah.
yeah.
Break
It's a
my heart
shame.
too while you're at it.
I mean, I don't know if I can have you on the podcast anymore.
What? That I
Yeah, you fucked it up.
Yep.
Yep.
You
It's
disavow.
too
Sorry,
late.
man. I'm not an anti-Semite. I got Jewish
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, it turns out you're a Zionist.
I got a black friend, so it's fine.
I'm
you
just
know?
a Baptist. That's all. Go figure. I'm an Italian Protestant. We're the rarest of the rare.
Oh fuck. So yeah, Hazbin Hotel. I think it's been good. The reception has been mostly pretty positive. I'd say pretty much the majority of people I think enjoy it. Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
fucking positive. Should we let Chandler on or no?
We're
Back
getting
to
to the point where
Chandler.
we have too many people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we already got enough people. We're having a good time.
Yeah,
so.
bye.
Dude, yeah. No.
Yeah, that's
If
actually
we
getting
let
to the
Pocket
too
Protector-
many.
Yeah, I've been trying to limit how many people are on.
Yeah, if we let Pocket Protector in here, next thing you know, we're gonna have to let Bio Gundam in here, and oh my god, it's gonna go downhill.
All right,
Yeah,
we're not going to do that.
Then you're gonna have Spooky Weeb Trash in here again, and it's just
No, that's definitely not happening.
Oh god. Man, I still remember that episode, Phil, where you just went full ham on here. It was fucking hilarious.
I didn't even say that much, man. I was just like,
Nah, it was funny because you and Plot were just having like a really in-depth conversation that was really thought-provoking and shit. Then she just jumps in with like a low IQ intervention, and you just fucking slam that bitch. I was
All
like,
right, we'll get to the
wow,
next
that's fucking great.
What's it called? Do y'all have like any other part y'all want to talk about? Because we've already talked about the animation looks phenomenal.
Yeah, the animation's really good.
I love
the soundtrack was pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually very catchy.
Yeah, it was
there's
good
some
music.
that I just was listening on a loop just because I liked the fucking song itself.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
it
at the
was
news
good.
station, I fucking loved it, and also there's 3 soundtracks. My favorite order was the one at the news station, the one that was sung by Radio Demon, and then the last one, of course, is just the last one by default.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Good animation, good music, good jokes. Really humorful. It was refreshing to watch, right? Because as I mentioned before,
It felt
Western cartoons have just been a fucking slog of just non-stop shit.
like, even though like you can pick up a lot of references around places and like a few things here and there, and you can see where some inspiration's taken from. It still felt like pretty new. Not really like I'm not gonna say like it hasn't been done before, but it's more of it's not, because like anything that is completely like not been done as many times as like other stuff that is constantly released is usually shown as as you were saying, refreshing.
Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air in an otherwise fucking
But only if
it's
it's good while it does it. It just makes it better.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
whatever, hilariously enough, it being new and original just amplifies whatever it is. If it's bad, it's even worse. If it's good, it's even better.
Yeah. Because most again, I don't watch Western cartoons a whole lot because it's just there's nothing that appeals to me. It's why I watch anime, because anime has more shit that appeals to me. There's just nothing.
What was the last
Angry
Western
Peanut.
cartoon that
You
had a
still
big
have no
old
idea.
robot?
The show is called Hazbin Hotel.
Yeah. It's in the fucking title of the stream,
yeah, I
mate.
know. Look
what are
in
you
the bottom left.
What are you on about, bro?
And you're sitting there saying I'm the or well, maybe not you, but the other guy.
Holy shit! I did not
You can't look down
realize
and to
how
the left.
long these videos are.
What are they, like 40 minutes?
40 minutes is his response to all of his
Jesus
criticism.
Christ.
And
Wow.
then the first one is 27
27
minutes, about 28.
Yeah, fuck.
How the
Shit.
fuck?
Well, I don't got anything against a long video if it's actually
40
good.
minutes.
No, here's the thing. That 30 minutes, you could read the co-thread in less time.
Yeah. Not wrong.
And the co-thread had a lot of valid criticism.
Sorry, I'm tired. I've been podcasting.
But then it
and
had a lot
recording
of
shit all
the
day.
stupid SJW stuff, which it only works when it's not, when they're correct. Oh, fuck, my brain is not working.
Stuffy.exe has stopped responding. But yeah, no, I think overall, yeah, it's a
Like,
good
compare
brief.
this to Watchmen and Batwoman and tell
Oh,
me it's
fuck.
SJW.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I've been seeing some shit about those, and it's like, oh man, what is going on with live action TV in America at the moment? Like, what the fuck are you guys on about?
I don't know, man. I don't watch that shit anymore. I haven't watched
Yeah.
Are we
TV for
ready?
like 7 years.
Yeah, dude.
Is there
fucking
any
post the
last
link.
thing y'all want to talk about before we switch over to watching the video and seeing the quote unquote reviews?
Not.
My
not
head hurts
particularly.
desperately.
Post the link,
I don't
pussy.
know if I want to sit through this shit.
I've
I
never.
think I'm with
actually
you on that, friend.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, well, if you're gonna do that, before you do that, I gotta get up for just a quick second, and I will be right back.
All right, y'all get ready. We'll
Go
keep
take
talking.
a break. Yeah.
All right, chat. We'll take a little bit of a break. Get your.
I love you,
drinks.
chat. You're my favorite people in the world, and I want to kiss you all. Good night. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
There we go. I have returned. I just had to go grab something. All right, so we're watching this. We're going to do a fucking critical critique pause on point episode live.
For a little bit.
What's going on? Is it being a pain in the ass?
Yes, it is. It's not because when you go to watch together, the first thing it does is plays like really popular songs.
I fucking hate that shit, man.
The reason I was just talking that entire time was so it didn't fucking claim the goddamn stream or something.
Yeah, I understand. Because fuck that noise.
Alright, I linked the watch together and I'm getting off of
Alright.
that. So,
Alright, let me bring that up.
Let me bring the chat back up.
Alright, I have entered the watch together. It's ready to go.
It's loading for me.
Cough, cough.
And I'll take a look at chat.
Yeah.
For while we're doing this, Watchmen is literally the most SJW BS show. It's like, here's the thing, because I've heard a lot of people claim that's what Watchmen was before, like inside the comics, and I'm like,
No.
I have no clue what the fuck it means. And
Yeah,
I've never seen the Watchmen. I've never seen any of the Watchmen. Like,
I gotta read the comics. I have seen the live action movie, and I thought that movie was pretty. But the comics are apparently fucking amazing.
But
really good.
But the biggest offense I see is Watchmen is purely political. What do you mean you don't want it political? And it's like, I think that's a straw man.
Yeah, I don't think that's the actual issue. I don't think the issue is that it's political. I think it's like 9 times out of 10 when people are complaining about the politics, it's because the politics are shitly executed. Like, it's got nothing to do with the fact that it's political.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's not that politics exists, right? It's that the people putting the politics into the thing are doing it in such a fucking terrible, like, haphazard, sloppy way that it just fucking ruins the whole thing. That's the problem.
Alright. Oh no, here we go again, says Osla.
Oh no, here we go.
I got a question. Thoughts on Pokemon leaks? Well,
I haven't been keeping up with.
Yeah, I
Pokemon
quit
stuff.
caring about Pokemon like last gen.
What are
any
the
of
leaks?
you gentlemen watched EFAP? Yes, we actually were doing EFAP before EFAP existed.
Yeah, and my team that I've been doing stuff with, the Critical Critique Boys, we've been doing kind of like a EFAP style thing, except it's more, we do stuff, we don't do stuff live, we do stuff using Audacity and a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah,
To be fair, anime YouTube
use
the app.
Yeah, we cover anime YouTube shitty anime YouTuber videos, and we just watch them and have a fucking great time ripping them to shreds because it's so easy.
But like, if you watch our very first live stream on this, that was literally the formula we were doing. The very first live stream wasn't EFAP. Is Full Venatus back yet?
No, he's still deafened.
God
His dude does this all the time. It's great.
Goddamn boomer takes forever with everything.
Mm.
I think he's more of a boomer than Jim, even though Jim is older.
Are we gonna have to like fucking get the smoke signals going to?
Yes, contact him via smoke signals. I thought that's more for Chandler though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's only for Chandler.
quick check the smoke signals.
Yo, he. B word. What B word?
I mean, probably for full monotus, it's bonfire every 5 miles.
So, yeah. Now I don't know anything about any Pokemon leaks. I don't know what the recent shit's been.
I
'cause I'm
really
not
don't know. I
following it.
heard that there's fake leaks or something like that.
Like, I saw fucking Dimitri go through them on his stream, but like, I don't care.
Dimitri's the
I'm just
person to
like-
talk to about the Pokemon shit because
Yeah.
Dimitri's a bit more invested in that than we are.
Yeah, if you want.
Well, to be fair, he was just looking at which Pokemon to jerk off to, so.
I mean, I think we can all agree Gardevoir is pretty high on that fucking list, right? Like,
yeah, whatever.
I mean, I don't fucking jerk
if
off.
that's
to
what
Pokemon.
you're into, man.
No. I'm memeing.
I heard she has an ability called Black Hole, but whatever.
Well, fucking arson.
All right, so I'm gonna start it because Fool's going to take forever with his boomer shit. So I'm gonna
go fucking Charizard.
Goddamn dogs. All right, we're pressing play.
Stop! Before you hit the dislike button, please watch the whole video. Please watch the whole video. I'm going to explain myself. You can't just look at the title and dislike, okay? If you do that, you're a dumb person. Hazbin Hotel is a much hyped internet series created by Vivziepop, who has 1.5 million subscribers. I watched the entire thing.
First things first. His voice is really fucking annoying.
Yeah,
it's not really a criticism.
I know that's not really a problem. Like, but it's just
we're also pausing for the copyright gods.
Kind of.
But no, he doesn't have his videos like that.
But no. Also, first I have to ask. I know you're controlling the video. No one else should touch it. Just so
everyone can control it.
Okay. That's. I just wanted to know what the ground rules were before we.
Okay, one second. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go shut up the dogs.
Wait, is that a fursuit in the background?
Oh yeah, he's actually a furry.
That is a fursuit in the background.
Yeah, by the way.
Oh my god! You know, certain things you just keep locked in the closet.
Well, no, he's very open about being a furry and all that.
Mans needs to close his cabinet doors. What a savage!
I'll be back. Let me go. Shut these dogs.
Yeah, let's get all of the non-criticisms out of the way first, right? Like,
yeah, just don't get my channel banned while I'm gone.
Yeah, we'll try. Don't
no problem.
So now my first problem is his voice. He's very high at his voice, and I know that there's not a whole lot that he can really do about that, right? Like maybe he could do some audio editing to kind of tone that down.
On the couch.
I don't suspect he wants to put that much work into videos, so I'm not gonna say that's a real criticism. That's just a me thing, right? And
this just looks like the type of person who comes on cats.
A little bit, yeah. He's got that kind of face to him, like Manime Matt, right? You've seen his face. It's a similar kind of like white man look, right? And I know I say that as a white man, but like he's got that. It's got that punchable white man face that a lot of white men seem to have.
Manime Matt also has the I'm fat beard, where it's obvious he's just trying to hide the double chin.
Yeah, that's. Ugh. His beard's also really weird too. Have you seen like the way he cuts it? It's weird. It's weirder than mine. I need to shave mine actually. I haven't shaved mine.
Oh my god.
It's just oof.
No, this dude definitely sounds like the type of person you want to watch.
Yeah, he's a interesting fellow. I mean, I don't have any thing, right? But I don't personally have much of a problem with it. I do, there's all the obvious jokes to be made, but I think the problem with furries is they need to learn that you shouldn't throw stones in glass houses.
I mean, also, no, what I'm talking about is that fucking voice. Turn your volume down a little bit with recording because it's fucking ear rape, except you're not doing it for the purpose of ear rape.
Yeah, that's one of the main ways you could solve that problem is just knock your volume down a couple of notches, maybe add some normalization to it.
Wait, what are y'all talking about?
His voice.
Just his voice.
Ear rape.
Yeah. Just his voice, yeah.
Oh.
Like we're going
I'm
through
kind
like
of used to it because I watched him a lot. So
yeah, we're just going through
I
like the
still watch him every once in a
non-criticisms.
while.
We're just going through the non-criticisms that are not like really criticisms.
Unknown
Okay,
Otaku, undercover furry, confirmed.
I mean, what's it called? All the dogs wanted was just to be pet a bit. Although if they keep acting up, I'm going to bring them inside so they stop barking. Okay,
Alright.
so are we ready?
Yep.
Yeah, check my deck real quick though. Alright, I'm ready.
A few times, and boy, do I have some words to say. Long story short, I was not impressed. Let's take a look. Hazbin Hotel begins with a very nice intro song, and the visuals during this song really build the setting for Hazbin Hotel. It sets up the art style, it sets up the world. The intro is actually quite good, and I really like it. I'm already immersed by the time the song is done.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm alive! I'm alive!
A few times, and boy, do I have some words to say. Long story short, I was not impressed. Let's take a look. Hazbin Hotel begins with a very nice intro song, and the visuals during this song really build the setting for Hazbin.
Wait,
Yeah, he finished talking about the intro, and then it just jumped straight back to him talk. Like,
Yeah, it fucked up for me too.
yeah.
Welcome to Watch
I
Together,
think that's
everybody.
what he did.
no, Watch Together jumped back. I think
Yeah.
someone
Oh.
did that.
Then
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone-
who is echoing the video?
All right,
Somehow it
then
got
someone.
fucked up, but
Yeah, one
Okay,
person's echoing.
okay. I'll.
Shut it.
Okay,
One
I'll-
person's echoing, and another thing is someone must have hit the arrow key.
I'm eating
Alright.
pasta. None of my hands are on anything.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn down the volume to make sure it's
Alright.
not.
Alright.
I can't hit the arrow key. My hands are on my dick.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll drag it. I'll drag it a little bit to try and resync it and see what happens. Yeah, there we go. That was about where we were. With
Alright,
the guy
Mom.
on the ground. There we go. Yeah, we're on the right.
All
That's
right.
where we were. All right, so everyone's ready?
Survives something dangerous, celebrates surviving, and is then made not alive. That's not the only joke of this type. After that, we learn that this guy has just sold himself, if you know what I mean, to this character. And then the same joke we literally just saw happens 2 more times.
Ouch! Oh, such an insult.
How do you know it's a
when you
guy?
come up with something creative?
They say
You
it's a
sack
guy.
of poorly packaged horse shit.
I don't know,
Tell
that's,
them I said hi. Schnuck'em.
pretty problematic. You're assuming
I like his voice actor. It's pretty well done.
The guy's car
okay,
goes and
cool.
crashes.
I'm joking, I'm joking, I'm joking, I'm joking.
I would
Wait.
say I highly doubt PKRussl is going to be one of those people that say.
I'm joking,
that
I'm
shit.
joking. That's okay. I'm kidding.
Can we
Hi.
excavate this fucking boomer?
Then he goes over and gets some angel dust. Someone takes it.
Here's drag show.
And then literally the exact same joke. Gets smashed by a boulder and is committed not alive.
Oh my god!
Okay, stop for a minute.
Drugs!
Funny joke. Oh my god. Drugs.
The problem that I have with that criticism there is that the joke wasn't that the guy got crushed. It wasn't the same joke. The joke was that Angel dust, that like the one that he's making fun of here, right? That was the actual joke. The guy getting like being alive and then not being alive was the setup for the Angel dust joke. It wasn't the actual joke. So him to say, "Oh well, it's the same joke like 3 times or 2 times," it's like no, it's not.
No.
It's set up for a different joke.
There's
So-
also it's multi-layered. That might be the funny to someone. It wasn't, but there's the fact that the guy hit him because he was getting hit.
I think he.
That's like half the joke.
Yeah, I think he's what. I'm not sure what he's trying to mean by it by saying it's the same joke, but I think he means more of misdirection in the sense of it's the same joke as in, oh, he's going to say one thing, but you're not going to expect what they're going to do there. It's like, oh, the boulder fell, but he cares about the angel dust, not the boulder itself.
That could be
Well,
the case.
everyone
yeah.
fucking. If you didn't see that coming,
Everybody cares about angel dust more than they care about like living people. Come on.
I mean, are you wrong?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god! We had the exact same joke literally 3 times in a row there. In the span of less than a minute. It was like a span of 30 seconds. 3 different characters met their untimely fate as a joke. That was the same joke 3 times in a row. Hazbin Hotel is absolutely
dying. That's what he
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Fucking joke. That's
what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. Was like, the first one is the guy dying is the joke, right? That's correct. But then the other ones, it's not. It's the setup for another joke.
Mhm.
Like especially on the third one where it's the angel dust joke. Like it's the guy getting crushed by the boulder.
Okay, that's
is the
even
setup.
worse than what I thought he meant.
Yeah, he's completely misunderstanding the joke.
Yeah, like completely. Like
absolutely riddled.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was my bad. You could do.
With juvenile humor that you'd expect in a cartoon made for children, which would normally be fine, except this show is an adult show with adult humor, specifically aimed at older audiences,
wait,
as the
what?
description of the video itself says.
How can so the fact that it's supposed to be for adult audiences means it's not allowed to have childish humor? Am I understanding this
I don't
guy
think
correctly?
he means allowed, but it's more of it keeps happening.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't
like,
agree, but
yeah, I don't agree. That's my thing. I don't agree. Like just because it's adult doesn't mean that it needs to like not have childish humor in it.
I mean, this all goes back on what do you consider childish humor? Like killing people and talking about drugs and shit. And it's like, I don't know. I don't think
drugs,
when he said this would be aimed at children, I'm like,
Yeah, is he talking about the guy getting hit being childish? Because I don't think he's watched a lot of like adult animation at that point that isn't porn.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not sure.
What are you talking about?
Usually
Almost
the jokes
all
are
adult
very
animation
classic.
that is porn has someone getting hit. Usually repeatedly, but with their waist.
All right. Let's keep going.
Says this juxtaposition of juvenile humor and adult humor in the same cartoon is frankly just uncomfortable. It feels like the show doesn't know what it wants to be. I thought Family Guy and The Simpsons were juvenile in their humor, but Hazbin Hotel feels like a straight up carbon copy of a Nickelodeon
because
cartoon
you can
in terms
divide
of humor. With adult jokes.
3 parts. Like there's when Simpsons was good, there's post season 8, and then there's now. But like South Park, like, is he considering South Park to have some juvenile humor? Because they use slapstick a lot.
Yeah, he's not. He's being very loose with his like definitions. Yeah,
like,
that's yeah. You're right. That's the word I was.
You Killed Kenny is literally the running joke.
Yeah.
I think he's being loose with his definitions because most of his criticisms are entirely subjective. I don't think this is funny, therefore it is bad. Make an example why. It's immature.
I think we just haven't gotten to that part yet.
Well, I hope. I fucking hope he justifies it. Yeah.
Because
right.
I'm not gonna assume anything.
I also think it's what's it called? Where he says some people's humor is childish and some is more mature, and I was like, I want to see him clarify that. Just because,
I want to know.
Just because. For one, it could be different from character to character because that's their personality, or you could actually be saying something about the characters are swapping. And it's like, if you look at me, that's literally what I do all the time. I say whatever fucking joke
I want to know what his like definitions are for childish versus like what is his what does he consider to be one or the other? Like he hasn't actually clarified.
Yeah,
like someone could say jokes in general are childish.
Like if he had used examples and gone, this is an example of the more childish humor, and this is an example of the more mature humor, or the immature humor, or whatever. Like you need to set up what you're talking about for people to understand. Right. This is actually a really common problem I find with a lot of anti-tubers is they do the same kind of thing where they will say things but not actually clarify what they're talking about, and it becomes very hard to like figure out what they mean. Like, because we recently did the under the scope video on problematic media, and he does the exact same thing. He's like, "This is problematic," and it's like the first question is, "Okay, why is it problematic? What do you mean by problematic? What is the like? Do you mean on a personal level, on a societal level?
Problematic as well.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he said it's subject. He said that it shouldn't have to be explained why this is problematic in the video, and our answer to that was basically no. It does. You need to explain what you mean. Do you mean to someone on a personal level? Is that problematic to them because of a personal history reason or something?
But getting into a different.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my.
Okay,
Yeah, that's my.
go.
That's my. I do this a lot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's called autism.
Jokes wedged between incredibly juvenile jokes. And even the adult jokes are juvenile.
Thanks for the
here we go.
time, hot stuff. Yeah, listen. Keep this discreet, you hear me? I can't let it get out I'm offering my services to randos on the street. It was a quick cash grab. Got it? Whatever you say, slut. Oh my god! My drugs!
Looks like they're fighting tooth and nail for that hot spot.
And I'd sure like to nail her hot spot.
You are a lip dick jackass, Tom. Or should I say...
The tooth and nail thing was actually kind of...
Hold on, I'm just pausing a little bit because the copyright gods might pick up this.
Yeah. Also, I think he's using too many. Actually, now he's using too many examples. He probably only needed like.
But he's not quantifying any of them.
He might do
exactly.
it later.
Or not quantifying.
Yeah.
Well, as I
qualifying.
said, he might show examples later, and he did. So
yeah, well, what I'm
here's
saying
the thing.
is,
I don't see PKRussl being one of those people that just say don't use examples and then don't explain it either.
Okay.
Like if you see a lot of his content, he does explain it usually.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying here, right? Okay, he's about to change it. But what I was saying was he used like 5 or 6 examples of adult humor. It's like, okay, now I want to see the examples of the more childish humor.
Well,
like,
he's probably
not only
going
that,
to do that.
want to-
I keep saying that.
yes, but
Okay.
he used my criticism is he used too many. He only needed like 1 or 2 of each. He didn't need like
I don't
5.
see a problem with there being quote unquote too many.
Well, that's just
That
me,
just makes
I
it
mean,
more
I guess.
specific.
All right, that's fine.
Harder, Daddy.
The adult jokes fall behind even Family Guy in terms of how juvenile the jokes are. And Family Guy is as basic and face value as it gets when it comes to adult humor. I don't like the humor. You may think it's hilarious, but if adults are really watching this and getting a laugh, that explains a lot about this community and the way it handles drama and controversy on the internet,
Wait,
which is
what?
in a very juvenile and child.
Wow.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, what?
Wow.
You can't like qualify any of this
You have to
because
like,
right now
explain
it's
that
literally
first.
just double speak.
Yeah, and did he actually show examples of the more juvenile? Like, I
No,
don't think
he didn't.
exactly. Like, I don't.
Not yet.
He's saying
not
that.
both-
Hopefully there
both-
is more. Holy
Well, he's
shit.
saying that the adult humor is superficial,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
then
like
he-
there's a
and then-
couple of good jokes, but most of it's just quips,
Yeah, and now he's transitioned
which
into.
you
fucking,
can laugh at or not. Like the
And
tooth and nail thing, where she pulls up the tooth and the nail between her fingers. That's kind of cool. That's kind of a neat little.
It was good, but now he's transitioning into something about like how
Is it-
the internet
if you-
handles drama, and I'm like, how is that?
No, from what he was saying was if you find this funny, that speaks a lot about the viewer, and I don't know what the drama thing yet is because we paused it while he's talking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna love to see this.
Pull it back like.
Childish way. There's no depth to the jokes. It feels like Vivziepop, or whoever wrote this, had the goal of squeezing as many bad words and inappropriate concepts in as possible without taking the time to write it out in a more tactful and more adult way. Adult jokes.
No,
Have you seen Black Lagoon? English dubbed Black Lagoon.
I mean, I was actually going to go. Have you seen Freddy Cat?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Because
Here.
you want to talk about on the nose. Fritz the Cat is really fucking on the nose.
This is the problem. Is this guy's coming off as an elitist and actual, like, you know, now, like, I'm
No,
sorry, man.
I don't think he's coming off as an elitist.
Well,
he is when it comes to comedy.
the thing is, if you look at what's considered in comedy, usually it's pretty on.
He's going around making claims about. He's going around making claims about
This is better than this.
Well,
right?
yeah, and it's like, oh well, this is juvenile. It's like, yes, it kind of is.
That doesn't
However,
make it bad.
that does not
Yeah.
necessarily make it bad. It's a lot of it's about execution, and
Exactly.
like, you know, you can sit there and claim like a lot of like comedy by people like Mel Brooks or whatever is juvenile, but like nevertheless, it's executed really, really well, and it's funny as hell.
Hmm.
So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, he points out Family Guy, which is honestly like unfair, because
Yeah, it
early
is.
Family Guy was really funny. As Family Guy went along, it did start to get tired.
It
Because
suffered
they-
from flatterization way too.
Yeah, it did. Well, it went on for too long.
Hmm.
It went on for too long. One of the few shows that has gone on for a very long time that has really stayed fresh has really, in my opinion, been South Park.
Yeah.
And that's because they're constantly tackling whatever is current, and they don't give a shit who they offend. And that's one of the things that makes South Park such a great show.
Yeah, it's
But, like-
hilarious. And they really don't care because their video on China censorship got censored by China.
Yeah, and
And then the apology they made was
yeah, what apology exactly? I mean, but I mean, that's the thing. Is it's like this guy's, you know, comedy, and that's the thing. Comedy is a very, I don't want to say
But
it is
you know,
a subjective thing. But
this was like all this was prefaced with him saying it has both childish and adult themed jokes mixed together. Thus, it doesn't blend well together because
Right.
there's both of them. But
that is horseshit.
But I'm finding this to be flawed because he's saying the adult jokes are juvenile. So wouldn't it go into the childish kind of thing anyways, and thus all be the same in the childish and juvenile area? Thus all the comedy filling each other out the same?
Yeah.
I don't see how that makes it contradictory to them.
Yeah, and I don't see how it makes it bad either. Like, I can understand from a subjective level if he doesn't like or get the humor. Like, that's perfectly fine.
Well, no,
if you're
he's
not
not
into
even
it.
saying the humor is bad. He's saying the contrast between constantly flip-flopping between
Right.
childish and juvenile and whatnot.
Well,
Like, this could be a criticism, even if he liked every single joke that there was to like the most nth degree possible. He would still say this is bad because of the flip-flopping.
Well, let me channel my inner Rika for a second. He's playing very fast and loose with the definitions of the words he's using, and he's changing them based on what he's saying and the context of what he's saying.
Oh, so he's channeling his inner Rika.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I mean to say is like he's saying like when he starts out and he's saying, oh, it's a mix of adult and childish humor. He means like, okay, child appropriate humor and adult appropriate humor.
Yeah.
But now that he's saying like, well, this adult humor is childish, he means that it's adolescent, it's sophomoric, it's you know, whatever label you want to stick on it that makes it immature. You know, that makes it like teenage immature. You know, like the kind of locker room humor in like middle school or high school immature.
Hey, they're smart.
Not. And that's what he means by it. But that's the thing is he's not being very clear with his words or his definitions. So that leads to this impression that he has.
Yeah, it's a mishmash.
Yeah, you know, and that's the thing is a lot of people don't proofread. Nobody writes well anymore. So like there you go. He's
I
probably
just love how the chat is all talking about channeling your inner Rika.
You have to tap into that spiritual Rika energy.
Keep going.
I thought you said Rika was in here.
Oh, he was in the chat before. I don't know if he's still in the chat.
Wow, he can defend himself then.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm
not even paying attention.
we've had enough times where Rika just changes the definition to a definition that doesn't exist.
All right.
All
Let's go.
Brain power, a little bit of thinking to understand the joke. But the adult jokes in Hazbin Hotel just aren't clever. It reminds me a lot of 13-year-olds when they learn what
did I
is
tell
for the
you?
first time and the jokes they make about it. That's the level of adult humor in Hazbin Hotel. Next, a spaceship-type vehicle is shown destroying the city. We're taken inside the ship and introduced to this way overacted voice acting mess.
That's called a fucking blimp.
Cowardly sinners dare not hinder my territorial takeover. A wise decision. The power of my machines are unmatched. No other demon can compare to the likes of I.
Whoever did the
You just called it an over
what the what
mess?
What the what dealt with this guy or this scene? Like honestly, anything we say here is going to be reiterating what the what said.
I actually don't remember what the what said. All
He
I
basically
remember
said that's the point.
Yeah, that's literally all I remember is what the what saying that's the point.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Dude, you are dumb because that was the point of this guy. He was supposed to be overacted and over the top.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his entire character, like
look
at there was that fight scene where he just started saying the people who win the fight and are the people that are remembered are the ones with the most style. Thus, he is purposely acting everything. And he's like, this character is actually very, very easy to understand why they're doing this stuff. It's all part of the character just to get more flair and everything inside the show.
Yeah, what Doofy McFlow doesn't understand.
I don't even think what explained that part.
No, I honestly I don't think he had to. Like what you just said is really kind of just obvious.
Yeah,
you know?
It kind of is.
Like with this guy, whatever his name is, PKRussl, and whatever his name is, what he's missing is like, oh, I grew up with this kind of villain, therefore it's a trope, therefore it's overdone, and it's like, yes, and it's lampooning that.
Yeah, it's the point.
It's the point. It's making fun of that. Like this guy is supposed to be your stereotypical mustache twirling villain for the purposes of lampshading him, which is exactly what they do. They lampshade him in this. Like, come on, what more do you need?
And it's so fucking obvious. Like, it didn't even like cross my mind. Right? I was just like, okay, that's what this guy. Like when I was watching the show, I was just like, I was literally. Oh, hang on, let me finish, and then we'll go. Like, I was literally when I was watching the show, just like, oh, so that's what this guy is. Okay, that's fine, that's cool. All right, nice, moving on. Like, it was like a 2 nanosecond thing of me thinking about it, and that was it.
Yeah, I'm laughing because Smart Alecky quotes these jokes don't require brain power to get, and then he misses the joke.
yeah, that's great. How ironic. How ironic.
It's impressive.
All right, let's keep going.
The voice acting for this character overacted the lines so much to the point where it's, for lack of a better word, cringy and frankly painful to watch and listen to. Also, just a little side note, but if you're
literally him,
that's the fucking
they
joke.
were also calling him Edgelord and all that.
I swear to God, I knew a guy who looked like him in high school that got beaten up every single day.
Okay, everyone got beaten up in your high school. Like every single time I hear you say something, you always talk about how this guy.
So wait, fool, are you saying you look like this guy?
No.
Ooh.
Oh man, I got beaten up way worse than that guy.
Well, your freaking high school was back in the Stone Ages. Your class.
Dude, my high school was in the ghetto, dude. If I told you which high school I went to, you can look it up.
Okay, yeah, you say ghetto and you're like getting your ass.
No, trust me, it was in the ghetto, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I went to a school that was right next to the Section 8 housing.
All right.
I can give you more details, but
no,
I won't.
Validates my entire review just because I called something cringy, then you're a dumbass. This type of overacting and voice acting is common among cartoons designed.
No, we're not saying that your thing is wrong because you say it's cringy. We're literally explaining how the fucking joke is all that shit.
Also, insulting the audience is not a good idea.
No.
I think he's going to explain how technical this character, the way he's being portrayed and whatnot, is not going to be done well. And it's like, well, that was kind of the fucking point.
Well, actually, just as a brief aside, Has anybody actually noted how like really well done the animation for this is?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's really,
Yeah, it's really
not
good.
only that, there's a lot of Easter eggs. If you look right beside the main villain, that egg is numbered 6.
Yeah.
6.
Well, there's attention to detail, but there's also like just the absolute smoothness of it and everything.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like you can tell why it took so long to make.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's his criticism here is I'm not keen on it, and I think that preemptively like trying to cut off the criticism of your criticism is not a good look.
It's arguing in bad faith.
Yeah, and it makes me think like he already knows that he's kind of wrong in a sense.
No,
He's trying to preemptively kind of cut
No, I
that
don't
off
think
at the pass.
doing something like that means you already wrong. I think doing something like that.
No.
Shut up. Let me finish. I think
All right,
doing something like that just means your explanation might be taken the wrong way or misinterpreted, because there's some ways that because people like to boil down whatever your argument is into like one small thing when your argument can be a more nuanced take rather than just the one boiled down. That's
kind of impressive that could be the case, but that's not the case.
Okay, yes, what I was trying to say is I think that's what he was. That's why he does the stuff like that.
Then have a nuanced argument.
I get what you're saying, but I think that there's a way you could do that without like directly being antagonistic to your audience. Because being directly antagonistic to the audience is never beneficial in most cases.
No, that if you're confident in your argument, you steel man the opposing argument. He's trying to build a straw man.
I steel man all the time. That's how I make my scores.
No, I do want to point out a couple of things though. Like when we were talking about, like, not to change the subject, but like when we were talking about the attention to detail. Just like I want you to just think, like, the guy's got a pinstripe suit. Like that's something that they could easily have like just left out or whatever, but they chose a pinstripe suit. And what else is cool? I just noticed is like the walls of his
the gradient on the walls.
And it's like looks like scales from a snake. Like that's cool, dude. Like there's these little things that like your subconscious brain will pick up on to help create this sense.
The error that they had was his hat was also pinstriped, and it's not in this one.
Oh yeah. Well, you also notice his hat has like facial expressions and everything like that.
Also, the schematics along the fucking central console.
The little window into the inner workings and mechanism. It's a window into the mechanism.
Yeah, this is all shit though they could have left out. You know,
they could have just had a bland console with no window looking into.
I mean, how often have we seen like bland backgrounds in anime
this
with
is very
like
clearly a passion project.
Oh it shows in every detail.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
Designed for young children. But this is a cartoon designed for adults. Mind you, I'm not trying to say that adults can't enjoy things made for children. I live near Disney World and I go all the time, almost every day, and I love it. But Disney World knows how to properly cater towards all ages. There's always something there for everyone. But Hazbin Hotel does it the exact wrong way. If you watch for the adult humor, you have to suffer through the juvenile nature of everything else in the show. If you watch because it's a cartoon and you're 12 years old, you will definitely enjoy the juvenile nature of the show, but the adult jokes will not only confuse you, but will scar you for life, because children shouldn't be exposed to the level of adult humor that exists in Hazbin Hotel.
This guy is such a pussy. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
And he's talking shit on. He's like, oh, if you're 12 years old, this will scar you. But motherfucker, if I told you this shit that I watched when I was 12, Jesus, fuck off.
I'm starting to see.
You had TV back then?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I'm starting to see why his dislike ratio is so bad.
Fuck off.
We're 5 minutes in and we already know why his dislike ratio is.
Yeah, like.
Oh my god, this guy! What the fuck does he think? Oh, you know what? I guarantee this guy is a brony. This guy has been either he
how
is
the
a brony
fuck
or
is he not qualified a single statement?
He's not qualified anything.
I think
at
he's
all.
still talking about this, but that was just a bit to take.
No, he's still talking about the juvenile humor.
Well, he's 5 minutes into it and still hasn't like clarified what he means by juvenile humor.
Like,
no,
by the third by the first paragraph, in the first paragraph, you said the humor is juvenile. It has yet to qualify how it's juvenile.
Yeah, like he's taking way too long to get to the point.
He says the jokes are simple. That's it.
They're simple and they're dirty.
And it's
humor.
like that's not really That's not really juvenile jokes. Juvenile jokes are generally just.
I don't know. A lot of people say, what's it called? Fart jokes are juvenile, but if you look at it, it's considered mature.
Well, here's the thing. Has this motherfucker never seen Porky's?
I still love that world.
Porky's has the most, by his standard, Porky's is extremely juvenile. Bachelor Party is really juvenile by his standard.
Ren and Stimpy.
And I would never show Bachelor Party to a child.
You're talking about boomer movies, by the way. Porky's, dude. Yeah,
I mean, I could have said American Pie, but I'm pretty sure that's too old for most of the people.
Honestly, Porky's is better because, well...
Yeah.
I mean,
enough I've actually seen that one.
Porky's is the go-to for that type of...
yeah, it is. And it frankly is better than American Pie. But
it's like you're supposed to watch these when you're like 14, 15.
Speaking of... Wow, I was about to say, speaking of movies I saw when I was 12.
Yeah.
You know, like... You know, I saw like ultra violent shit, and I also saw shit like Porky's when I was 12. And like, I didn't become a fucking mass murdering psychopath.
Well, the thing is,
we don't know that.
Okay, there's something about Mary. You get the jokes by the time you're 13.
Yeah, you should.
It's like, haha, cum is sticky. That's a major joke, and there's something about Mary. Like, for him to say this would not be suitable, it's like, no. This would be suitable.
Yeah, that feels like it's a little bit of that.
If I had a kid that was 12 or 13, I'd probably sit there and go, "Yeah, you gotta come see this."
Yeah, like that feels like, I don't want to say it, but that feels like a bit of that PC type fucking can't have offensive shit for the kiddies, you know, gotta have it be watered down, which is part of the reason why a lot of Western cartoons these days are so fucking drab and terrible, because they're not taking risks. There's no risks on anything that's somewhat like mature or offensive. It's all fucking watered down nonsense, and that's why
you go back and
you go back and watch like old Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Are y'all done?
Yeah.
I hear a circle.
Any fault of the creators, but I find it so strange to confuse you, but will scar you for life, because children show. If you watch because it's a cartoon and you're 12 years old, you will definitely enjoy the juvenile nature of the show, but the adult jokes will not only confuse you, but will scar you for life, because children shouldn't be exposed to the level of adult humor that exists in Hazbin Hotel. And I'm not saying that that's any fault of the creators, but I find it so strange that a show geared towards older audiences is just so immature in nature, to the point where if this was shown on Nickelodeon in a family's home and the parent isn't paying attention too much, they probably wouldn't realize it's any different from any other cartoon on Nickelodeon.
This is just Dirtier Zim.
And the dude just in the 1980s, man.
Like,
I highly doubt this would ever
not
get
only
shown
that,
on Cartoon Network.
This is one of those things, when you're like 12 or 13, you start hanging around with your dad. Which means you're hanging around with grown men talking like grown men.
And you drink a beer.
I get what he's trying to say with his example, but I also at the same time don't understand it, because he's saying if you're not paying attention. It's like, well, yeah, if you're not paying attention, then anything could be showing.
Well,
that's the 80s. I hate to say it, like that's growing up in the 80s.
Literally anything could be showing.
Mom and dad are in another room, or they're doing something else, and they let the TV raise you.
Or even better, like you go see a movie that's rated PG in the 80s. What was rated PG in the 80s? Yeah, but that was like 1986, 87 when PG-13 became a thing.
Yeah.
So let's see, what was PG? Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom.
No, I'm pretty sure Raiders was.
No, Raiders might have been G.
Goblin Slayer.
No.
Yeah, because Raiders has surprisingly little violence and profanity. And really, if you want to know an indicator for getting an R rating, it's
the F-bomb.
Yeah, it's profanity in general, but it's definitely.
we're not going to get into the R and whatnot ratings because that is actually stupid.
It's arbitrary. It's arbitrary bullshit.
You're right. It was rated PG, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
All right, let's keep going, I guess.
Yeah.
In terms of how it sounds, at least, with the thousands of sound effects, overacted voice acting, and simple
The
face
sound effects
value
are a little
basic humor.
much, but
Yeah, when I heard okay, I'll say this. I did not. There was one sound effect that happened, and I was like, "Oh!" It was the dun 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 that happens every time
Yeah,
someone
there was-
dunks on another. I was like, "Oh, all right."
yeah.
Yeah.
When it
I can
comes
give him
to-
that one.
I fucking heard that.
It kind of
pneumatic
came
shit
off as
so
an
much.
applause button.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it comes off as the applause sign, and it's just fucking boring.
Yeah, so I can give him that one. I think that's
Yeah,
fine.
like I'll give him the sound effects,
The
Yeah.
sound effect.
but the voice acting is deliberate.
Yeah.
I really like that what you paused on, by the way.
Yeah. I also like the
My
fact that
screen
the
just shows
eggs.
him looking at the eggs.
Yeah,
Nah,
I like
we've
the
got.
That's
Oh,
not what
shit.
mine shows.
Yeah, it's
Well-
not what mine shows either.
Yeah.
mine
Alright.
shows him looking at the eggs, but look at the
We got an
background.
S curve in here, baby.
Cheer.
After some time, we're introduced to yet
Oh,
another new character who breaks through the glass, threatening to smash this guy's ship. Then
She's threatening to smash.
I
don't think
will
that's a threat.
say that was
Yeah.
a decent cut, but you do lose a lot by not continuing that scene.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was one of the cases where the transition could have been a little bit better. Like, I
Yeah.
can.
Well,
I can
the
agree with that.
transition
I
was
mean,
fine.
I could
It's
say
just
it's still valid,
Yeah, the
but
Yeah, the transition itself was fine, but I think the timing was a bit.
Hey,
could have
it's
been-
one of those things they're trying to introduce too much in the show.
hey, if the EU can pass Article 13, then this can pass as well.
Has that worked yet?
Nah.
Look, I don't think it's been instituted yet, but it's bad.
Hey, everyone can pass. I'm
Anyway.
inclusive.
I mean,
Um,
if a pair, I'm not gonna say it because it will get you.
All right. I'll press play. Hello.
yeah, we're waiting
Yeah.
for
it
you.
cuts to a news report where we are introduced to 2 more characters. So we're 5 minutes in.
Yeah, we're being introduced to
Dude,
the
dude,
entire world.
If you look at the bottom and just scroll by, I actually paused and read some of this shit.
Yeah, like I kind of want.
Traffic
great.
is hella backed up.
Dude,
Hell, with an A,
I read through
the
some.
kids like to say it. Like, no, there's a lot of good shit, but it needs to be slower
Yeah.
because you have to pause it or half speed it, which is a bit of an issue because you can't take it
Well,
in.
I didn't have to do that. Why did you? In
Okay,
fact,
anyway, but
I
back.
watched it
oh,
5
sorry.
times, and the last time I was watching in ×2 speed.
Anyway, the back to his actual point though about like introducing characters. I think that, as you said, like it's more about introducing the world. Like a lot of these characters are more kind of like
More
side.
than likely, they'll be fleshed out more.
I think
Yeah.
it would
rather
have.
than trying to flesh out every single
Yeah.
character that is shown completely, and then
Yeah,
Well, I'm pretty sure like the newscasters are throwaways.
they might. Be.
Yeah,
We're
they
not
might-
They'll
gonna
they might-
say.
probably
well,
pop
that's-
up and
No, because of how, based off of how important she said she was, she's probably going to show up more.
Well,
Yeah,
what I
but
would
she's not
okay.
gonna
This
be-
is my assumption, right? I assume that a big assumption, but what could possibly happen in the future is that these news reporters can come back every so often to comment on events that happen within the show.
More
So,
than
Yeah.
for instance,
kind of like,
so like an event will happen, and then they'll cut to the news reporters talking about it, and the characters could be watching TV, and then that could be the explanation to why they're showing the news report. And
yeah, like
I-
Channel 7 News.
yeah.
exactly,
Like
it's
this
that.
could really fit. This could actually. The show would have greatly benefited from being an hour instead of
Oh fuck yeah, it would have been great
because there's way too much going
and that's
on.
and that kind of ties into it as well. Like they're introducing these characters and not fleshing them out a whole lot because they only have so long, right?
Like you
they're
could have
trying.
skipped the Charlie arc and actually had something good.
The more important part of it is to at the very least establish the world and how it somewhat works, right? Like that's the more important part. I feel, for this.
Which
But
is
yeah.
covered in the opening song.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna press play.
Already been introduced to 5 characters. That's way too much. That's way too many characters for that period of
That
time.
is a valid
In this news
criticism,
report, we have
actually.
some lovely
Well-
adult humor.
Looks like they're fighting.
I don't think. Whatever. I've already
Yeah.
said.
No, it
yeah.
really is because you're
No, I know
introduced
that
to 6
introducing
characters
into too many characters is a valid thing. I don't think the way they did it is where it can be seen as a valid criticism.
Yeah, I
because,
agree.
as
Well,
was
they
saying-
literally cut a scene off that would have been interesting to see to introduce introduce 4 more characters.
Well, I'm not sure if the point of that cut was specifically to introduce those new characters. I think
Yeah, I
it's
don't
more
think it
just
was.
No, it's to
It was-
start a new scene, but you
It was literally
It's-
just to show the angel dust thing. That's all I see it. I don't think they cared about the outcome or whatnot, just because that wasn't the relevant thing that they were showing.
It was just, look, here the gang wars are happening, right? This is the thing that happens. We only have like fucking 20 something minutes. We gotta move on, right? I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
again,
the-
I feel
Well,
like
okay,
again,
that's what Stuffy was
that's
saying.
what I'm
why it
saying
needs
is
to
the
be
core
longer.
issue.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it
exactly.
needed to be an hour, or you needed to drop half of the plot.
Yeah,
Because you've
yeah.
got, it's kind of the Last Jedi problem where they
but
had
then-
3
oh, sorry.
plots going along instead of
then-
an A plot and a B.
But then at that point, the criticism then becomes this needed to be longer, not necessarily they're introducing because it's a byproduct of it
Yeah.
needing to be longer, right?
All
Like,
I
the
already
actual
said
crit-
what I was
yeah.
trying to say
Sorry.
earlier, and Stuffy's just saying what he's saying. So whatever.
Tooth and nail for that hotspot.
And I'd sure like to nail her hot spot. Ooh.
You are a lip dick jackass, Tom. Or should I say, no dick.
I'm laughing and crying. That was so funny. Oh my god. Literally, like, a 12-year-old wrote this. Is what it seems like. Next, we're introduced to another 2 characters.
Yeah, the main ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, not every show introduces the main characters at the start.
well, they introduced Charlie at the start because she sings the opening song and shoots the flare to say it's safe.
Well, I mean, they quote unquote introduced, but not actually introduced. So
Mhm.
even if what's it called? He doesn't even count that as an introduction, which is why he's saying it introduces 2 more. I don't think anyone really counts the opening like that as an introduction.
We are now 5
Well, to her, it
Mhm.
introduces to the world, but not her.
minutes and 48 seconds in, and we've been introduced to 7 characters. Homophobic joke alert! Homophobic joke!
Okay, let's see.
Illegal homophobic joke! Twitter's gonna be embarrassed.
Who the
God
fuck
damn it!
cares?
I'm turning down the volume real fast. God
Dude,
fucking damn.
why
I
do
already
people
turned
do
down the
this,
volume
man?
because he's
Yeah, I already.
Okay, it was only for like half a second more. Damn.
Oh fuck, man, that was.
I'm Charlie.
Katie Killjoy. I'd say it's a pleasure to meet you, but that would be a lie. You can put that away. I don't touch the gays.
It's more to establish that Katie Killjoy is a fucking cunt.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
everything is just establishing that this bitch is a cunt.
That's what I took away from it too.
How's that working out for you?
Oh my god, it's so homophobic.
Not really.
I am gay.
Yeah,
myself.
This how is it like?
I would have never guessed that he was gay.
I
Okay,
thought he was
okay,
bi, but whatever.
Okay, hang on a second, because the way I interpret it is that it's establishing that the character is homophobic, not that the joke itself is not. Like, I wouldn't say that the joke itself is homophobic. I would say that the
not only that, if
character
you didn't
is
watch all of
homophobic.
the streams beforehand, where Vivziepop literally says that Charlie is gay, you wouldn't know that she's gay at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it is subtly hinted at within
Yeah.
I
the
think the
episode
only-
as it goes along.
I
but-
don't see too many people that use ear rape to be funny. That have actually done it funny. I would say.
Yeah, like Easy Peasy
Easy
did it
Peasy,
just to
yep.
be a jackass.
Yeah.
You have to. There's only a
Like,
few times it
you're-
works. Most of the time, it doesn't.
For
'cause
ear
people
rape to
don't get
work,
it.
you have to not try to be funny with it. You have to be doing it to be a dick.
Yeah, I agree, and
I still
it
love.
And like,
I don't even.
he's fucking loud as
don't
shit, so
qualify
it
it
doesn't
like that,
work to
but I still
begin
love
with.
his response, his comment response when someone was like, "Loud isn't funny," and he said, "Yes, it is." I
Because
fucking laughed.
well, one of the tricks to doing ear rape is you're constantly getting your shit quieter and quieter,
Which he did.
and then you pop it.
It was still
Like-
pretty fucking bad though.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's also
I'm gonna press what.
Joke caused Twitter to go insane. Many people on Twitter
Let's see what
have
he
been
says.
saying that the whole show is homophobic because of what this character said.
really?
But the point of the show
Yeah, I've seen it quite often on Twitter.
All right. Yeah, because
Is
I
it-
sorry, it's just I hadn't seen anything about this character in particular. I'd seen other shit, but that's fine.
I have. I've
Yeah.
actually seen. I've probably seen about 20-ish tweets about that.
All right.
Because that
All
was.
right.
I saw it within an hour of it coming up when I was doing that. So I took to Twitter and saw that it started trending, and I was reading trends, and I was like, I don't even feel like dunking on them today.
Yeah, and again, like I did, I don't see what the problem is with having a homophobic character within the show, and I
Or
don't see
show.
and I don't. Okay, sorry, and I don't see the the joke itself
Well,
as
no,
being
he's
homophobic.
saying that it's wrong to label the show as homophobic
Yeah.
because one character is.
Yeah,
on
and I
one
agree with
scene.
that.
And that's what he's saying. And they're like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't disagree with this.
Yeah, me neither. That's what I'm saying.
everyone lives in hell. They're in hell because they're bad people. This character is a stereotype of a mean person, a self-absorbed
I mean, the only problem I
person.
have is
Oh,
her
good.
name isn't Karen.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah.
go on the note. If you're gonna be on the anyway, just go ahead and name her Karen Killjoy.
Yeah, just go all the way.
Oh,
Like,
man.
it's a dead giveaway that she's kind of going to be a pain in the ass because her last name is Killjoy.
Especially with how she looks. You can literally just
Mhm.
get that from how he looks.
Mhm.
PKRussl agrees. Yep. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. What's it called? We need to hear it. What's it called? And I didn't think he was gonna actually say like.
Person who only cares about fame and money. That's what this character is supposed to be. This is not supposed to be a role model. This is
Good.
not someone we want to champion LGBT rights. They're supposed to be a bad person. Of course, they're gonna say bad things. Literally, these two characters right here are in a relationship about each other. Oh, and as the show continues on, by the way, we'll start to see this character right here has a bit of a temperament, gets angry a lot. And many people
Angry Latino.
Yeah. Yeah.
are calling the show racist. This person
I still call her what's it called? Spicy double taco.
See, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even prescribe
I-
race to her at all. Like, I didn't even fucking.
I didn't
care.
even
Yeah,
I didn't even think of it until the character Angel Dust and her brought it up. And I
Yeah,
was like,
exactly.
I really
I-
don't think like race is an important aspect of hell.
Yeah, she's just a fucking demon, like all the other
But
fucking demons that
after
are crazy.
I just pretty much call her Spicy Double Taco.
Yeah. Spicy.
is gray. They're gray. No one is gray. There's not a single person on earth whose skin is gray.
That is not true. Have you seen the one stone person that jacked off while he got nuked?
Oh my god.
He's pretty fucking great.
What the hell, man? It's not a race. How can this be racist? People are so dumb. But to top it all off, there's even people saying stuff like this. Full offense, Hazbin Hotel looks just based on the art style
Quit
alone.
being a pussy and say the
No, he does
Yeah.
it because he's what's it called? A long time ago when he was saying it, he started getting demonetized, and YouTube's apparently watching
Oh,
his channel.
okay, so it's
Yeah,
the same
yeah, fair.
reason in fucking
It's-
Temple.
Yeah, he
Since
he
shit out of
recently had his channel, well, quote unquote, recently is being watched like a hawk for some reason.
Yeah, I normally would also
So I
criticize
don't
that,
care.
but yeah.
I don't care that he does it. So it's whatever.
Man,
Yeah,
fuck
I
you
kn-
two.
Yeah,
Why do people keep
I was gonna
snitching?
say I normally would criticize someone for doing that and call them a pussy, but it's YouTube, so I can understand, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
Man,
not,
I just sit
it's
there
not
and
his
go,
fault. It's not his fault, right?
Okay,
YouTubers would be
here's the
so
thing.
much better
If
off
you-
if they accepted the fact that snitches get stitches.
Okay, so what I was saying is, if YouTube was like not the reason for doing it, and he did it because he felt uncomfortable or something, and it's like, okay, now I can see people calling him pussy or whatnot. But because it's YouTube and ad revenue, and it's like, oh yeah, I think that's completely acceptable.
Agreed. Yep.
All right,
I agree.
And then 2 seconds into researching it, you find out that 1, the show is 2, the creator is So basically, Vibe Check was a success. It looks, based on the art style alone.
Okay, he probably should have fucking
This is
censored
the same person
retarded.
who's gonna get offended because I asked if they're retarded. But I mean, how else can you say something that stupid? What?
Yeah.
Watch all the
It is.
Twitter
Like,
accusations. PKRussl
it's like,
is ableist.
Is he censoring racist and then saying
Yeah.
I think that's what, I think that's the joke that he's making right now about how people are going to call him ableist and shit. Like, I think that's part of the joke that he's doing. Which is not a bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a bad joke.
Nah,
That's.
But I'm just sitting there. It's like, if it's more funny because if they're censoring the word, if YouTube is cracking down on the word racist but is allowing retard.
Dino is saying Otaku only likes Hazbin Hotel because of Charlie. That is not true. I like because it's based.
Yeah. All right.
Also, retarded. How about that? If you call me ableist for using that word, you're retarded. So tired of this stupid culture on the internet. Everyone is so stupid. Stop being so stupid. I don't even know how people come to these conclusions. What the hell, man? This reminds me, at Disney World and Disneyland, Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride, there used to be a scene in which the pirates would be selling a red-headed woman, like auctioning her off as a wench. And so Disney recently changed it to make the red-headed woman an actual pirate equal with the other pirates that were actually selling.
God damn it, Disney! Stop getting rid of the redheads.
That's because of. Good point.
Quit being dyslexic when casting.
Her in the first version of the ride. And I've heard so many people while I've been on the ride say, wow, now young girls have someone to look up to, a role model to look up to. But it's like, what are you talking about? She's a pirate. Pirates pillage villages. They and rape people. How is that a role model?
He's not wrong.
Yes, they do rope people.
Yeah, here's the thing. That is a role model for most leftists.
Yeah,
It's
he's not wrong. It's great.
No. For most
Come
of
on,
these
let me
leftists, like, women
explain what
can
a
do no
kill
wrong.
call is.
Like, what do you call it? Like, literally, it's an Antifa role model.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty much.
You just gotta put a fucking face mask on her
Hey
and
guys,
a fucking
let's remember,
Molotov, and
fuck
she's
the
ready
police,
to go.
but only the police should have guns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very important. Very important.
Hey, what's it called? Trump is Hitler, but let's have him take away our guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Totally. Smart idea.
Yep.
How do you get that level of cognitive
These are
dissonance?
not the people you want to be role models. The reason they were selling her in the first place is because they're pirates. They do bad things. Pirates are supposed to do bad things. They're not supposed to be role models. They're supposed to be people you don't want to be like. They're supposed to do bad things. Just like this character is not supposed to be a role model. We don't want this person championing LGBT rights. They're just a mean.
I don't know. I think it would be poetic that someone that goes to hell is championing LGBT.
God, like I don't disagree with any of the points he's making at this point. Like
These are completely.
He's pretty valid. Yeah,
it's pretty hilarious that 3 of the main characters are LGBT.
Okay, if I
well, that's just inclusive.
I would love to go.
No, it takes place in hell, and 3 of the main characters are LGBT.
Yeah.
What does that say?
I know.
But it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You know,
and what's it called? Back to what I was trying to say. Oh shit! What was I trying to say? Fuck! I lost it.
Must have been a lie.
No, it wasn't.
It must have been a lie.
Fuck you.
Like, they're supposed to do bad things. Just like this character is not supposed to be a role model. We don't want this person championing LGBT rights. They're just a mean person who's self-absorbed, obsessed with fame and money. They're not a good person. We're not supposed to want this person on our side. So I don't know why people
Put
are
the
so mad.
bourgeoisie
It's a joke. You know what I'm saying? People are just so dumb. I don't understand. I've gotten ahead of myself. I've gone off on a tangent. We need to get back and focus, okay? So Charlie, who is this girl, goes on to explain on the news that she wants to end the extermination, which from what we can infer is a government procedure similar to the Purge or Hunger Games, a nasty tradition in the government of hell.
I mean, sometimes
It's all shown in the fucking opening.
Yeah.
I mean, can you really say that's such a bad thing? Whenever there's too many communists, are you sure we don't need a purge?
Well, like, the thing is, he's trying to infer what it is, but it's shown in the opening.
Yeah,
Like, you
I
can
mean,
just go watch the opening and see exactly what the
Yeah,
fucking...
I think it should be, even without that, it's pretty fucking obvious what it is.
It's not a government thing. It's the angels come down and kill a bunch of...
Gray Lives Matter. I didn't even see
Gray
that.
Lives Matter.
That's fucking good.
Oh, that's great.
Listen here, sir. Jack Sparrow did no such deeds.
Jack Sparrow goes to a children's hospital and gives
The only review on the internet where all of me.
The only review on the internet where politics are the only redeeming quality. That is actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Where Hazbin Hotel takes place to control the population. She plans to end the extermination by opening a hotel where sinners, the citizens of hell, can redeem themselves to escape hell.
I have a dream.
Oh,
I'm here to...
it's going to be singing, so I'm gonna pause every
Yeah.
few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic new hotel.
And then she sings a song for some reason. There goes any interest I had left in the show.
Like, you could definitely...
Okay,
go
wait,
to
wait,
see-
stop. No, stop. That's a joke in itself, because not literally fucking a few minutes before she starts singing, the chick is like, don't sing. Just don't, please don't sing. I know you want to sing. Don't, like, there was build up to that happening.
It's because
Yeah.
Like,
of
it was,
how pecky and optimistic the main character is.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
It's
that's-
making fun of the logic of musicals as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was literally, it had build up and had a payoff and a punchline. Like, I don't
Yeah, it's
know
got
why he's
it's
ignoring
got a
that.
tag later as soon as the song ends too.
Yeah, like, it's...
But beyond
Why
that,
is-
it's also it's also subverting a little bit with Charlie the fact that you have a Disney princess in hell.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't know why he's just ignoring that. Like, it's kind of weird how he's just completely glossed over that whole
we'll see,
scene.
We'll see, as I said.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
It's overused trope alert!
Hold
Oh,
on,
please,
I'm
fuck.
turning down the volume again.
Yeah,
Overused
please.
trope.
Overused trope alert!
Tropes are inherently neutral.
She's
The reason
It's not
they
even an
become-
overused trope. It only exists in musicals and Disney movies.
Yeah.
But
And what
back
is-
to
and
I
what
was
is,
gonna say,
yeah.
tropes are inherently neutral. The reason why things become trope is because it was seen as good enough to replicate and copy and keep using.
Yeah.
It becomes a trope because it fucking works. You know? I'm not sure what he's getting at here, but let's keep going, see what he says.
All right, you love Disney now. You're bitching about her singing.
Yeah,
Yeah, good point.
exactly.
Good
exactly.
point. Yeah, good point.
Oh man.
This guy's a two.
And people are
It's-
saying
it's-
rape is an overused joke.
It's almost like that's what it's supposed to be parodying.
Sings and puts on an
Yeah.
absolutely huge performance, all about her idea, and then at the end of the performance, what does everyone do? First, we have a juvenile joke.
That is fucking beautiful animation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
yeah,
that is
that's fucking
fucking
gorgeous.
beautiful.
And I love all the little hints at like the demon form,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
all the little times where she goes a little bit sinister and a little bit evil, and then at the end where you get to see some of the horns. I like that. That's good.
Yeah,
Shows character.
Like that animation is fucking amazing.
Hmm.
Wow. That was shit.
And then everyone starts laughing. Literally one of the most overused tropes in video history, whether it's films, TV shows.
No, it isn't.
What?
That's almost never used.
Look at almost every single musical. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, like I'll admit I've seen that before.
I've seen
right?
it before, yeah, but is it
but just because I've seen it before doesn't mean it's not like effective. Again, it's like you said, Unknown, a trope is neutral. It's not bad just because it's used a lot. Like, what is he?
When I'm trying to think of a time I've actually.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a time,
Buffy?
like unironically, right? Like
I
this
know
time
I've
where
seen
it's
it used about 5 times, 6, but I don't remember what they are.
I think it was in Buffy, but that was actually a good episode.
You can somewhat count
Yes.
Shazam, but it's not a 1-to-1.
Yeah, but you act like I saw Shazam.
Okay, it's not a 1-to-1, but what's it called? You can somewhat count it in Shazam. While it's not a musical, it's where the villain is explaining their plan, and they're up in the air, and then Shazam's like, I can't hear you. You're talking? And then it's like you hear him shouting at like the camera with the villain, and then you look at the camera with the hero, and you finally get to see and hear what they're doing while that happens. And it's like, is he talking to me? And it's like, well, what should I do?
Yeah,
I'm so confused.
okay, that version I've seen a lot.
Yeah,
but like the response of that was shit to singing.
Yeah,
No.
I feel like I've seen it in stuff, but I'm feeling like most of the times I've seen it, it's been in parodies of the musicals.
Yeah, like
not actual musicals themselves.
Like Once More with Feeling from Buffy.
That was a great episode.
Oh yeah. Like there's not a bad song.
Yeah. But anyway, let's
trying to
keep
think
going.
of some others.
Chat. Hello, chat. Can you think of any?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Let's see. How many can the chat think of?
Wait, he's just laughing in response to like explaining plans.
He's live streaming?
No.
No, he's referring to laughing in response to explaining plans.
Oh.
That's still not used that often.
And even then, it's like not a big. I don't see the thing.
Right.
Usually, it's used as I'm just going to do my own thing instead of people laughing at the plan.
This guy disagrees. This guy disagrees. You stubbies. It isn't lol.
Like, I would love to see if he can list like 10 to 15 that do it, because I literally can't think of that many. But I will press play.
Right. Etc. A character explains a grand plan or ambition they have, or a character puts on a huge performance. Here it's a combination of the two, and at the end everyone laughs at them. The concept of the show is great.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So we were jumping the gun a little there. All right.
Literally by like.
Oh, it's not that overused. Yeah, I was about to say I can't really think of anything because usually the plan is supposed to be good.
Okay.
That's why you come up with it.
We did jump the gun just a little.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So far, the idea of a civilization in hell and someone creating a hotel to rehabilitate people out of it is
our bad. We that's fine.
It's a really interesting concept that has a lot of potential. But with all the overused tropes and themes, it feels like I'm watching literally any other cartoon on Nickelodeon or whatever. The concept is unique, but the execution is very cookie cutter with a few adult.
Wait, what? Like this could be on Nickelodeon?
Wait, no,
mate.
Not that I know what he's saying there, but the concept is unique. The execution is cookie.
I know I've seen an anime with this concept. I'm trying to fucking remember which one.
Well,
the concept is. I see the concept as more cookie cutter than the execution, really.
And I have to say, I hate to go backwards a little bit, but again, the use of all the tropes and stuff is not necessarily bad. It's how they execute the tropes, not the fact the tropes exist, right?
Let me rewind a little bit, and then we'll...
TV shows, etc. A character explains a grand plan or ambition they have, or a character puts on a huge performance. Here it's a combination of the two, and at the end everyone laughs at them. The concept of the show is great so far. The idea of a civilization in hell and someone creating a hotel to rehabilitate people out of it is a really interesting concept that has a lot of potential. But with all the overused tropes and themes, it feels like I'm watching literally any other cartoon on Nickelodeon or whatever. The concept is unique, but the execution is very cookie cutter with a few adult jokes thrown in here and there, you know, and lots of bad words. It's disappointing because I really do think the concept for the series has a great potential, but it seems like the writers try to make it feel like
I'll give him the
use
of profanity
without doing anything unique to set it apart from anything else. I think that will ultimately hurt it in the long run. Charlie explains that this guy is actually the first patron of the Hazbin Hotel, and we learned that his name is Angel Dust. Remember him from the beginning of the episode? And as Charlie's explaining this,
yeah, it's almost like his name was introduced by the drugs he.
He's into the news station in the form of a breaking news report.
I still love that fucking that fucking Angel Dust. Well, okay.
Dust has been spotted as a player in the ongoing conflict between Spaceship Guy and Crazy Woman. Angel Dust explains how he ended up at the Hazbin Hotel, and then literally out of nowhere, this happens.
Daddy.
This happens literally out of nowhere, and there's absolutely no
And
explanation.
he actually fucking.
That's the funny part about it.
I know, dude. Oh my god.
And not only that, but Angel Dust's reaction is also really fucking good. The way that he reacts to that.
Well,
it's
not
like,
just that.
what?
It happens out of nowhere. Motherfucker, you just saw that he was a porn star, and his introduction is him getting out of a car and probably just finished sucking off.
Yeah, like that's his
Like,
character. It's
Him
fully
being a
within
fucking
character.
perv is
par for the
there.
course.
Yeah, it's normal for him.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
As to why it happened. Now, sometimes random humor that happens out of nowhere can be funny, but in this example, as with many other examples of humor in this show, it seems like the writers just thought that being inappropriate for absolutely no reason at all.
No reason. That's
Being-
literally.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that was random. Like that seems like a type of thing that he would say based on what we know about his character. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. It's not like it's completely out of random left field for him to say that. Like, again, we're introduced to him as a prostitute, right? He comes out of a car from sucking someone off, and then he fucking like is
He's been doing
introduced.
sex jokes and drug jokes nonstop.
Yeah, like, that's the whole point of the character. I don't get why he doesn't understand this. Like,
Inappropriate for the sake of being inappropriate, out of literally nowhere. They thought it was funny for some reason. This reminds me a lot of Lele Pons level humor. Just random stuff happening for no reason, and expecting people to
Wait.
random.
None of this is random.
no.
Yeah, no. Lele Pons is random. What? I guess this is probably the
Okay,
worst
I need
frame.
to actually clip this frame because
This
that.
frame is
It's
hilarious.
I
That's
think,
great.
but here's the thing. I think this is deliberate.
Of course, it's deliberate, but this is.
Yeah.
What's
I just need to clip it because I really want to use
just
those
say,
as
wow,
reactions.
the drawing, the art style of the show is great.
Yeah, I fucking Angel Dust's face just kills me.
I love grabbing pictures like this for reaction images.
It's so good.
Just like these two little faces, it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have her
Yeah.
eyes; it's just a goddamn X.
It's great.
Let's see if the stream can see this because I know I have the black bar.
Oh no, yeah, they can see the little faces. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah. All right.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just funny. All right. Let's just play.
Equals funny, you know? The three players in this ongoing battle end up all confronting each other. And you guessed it, the first thing that happens is an inappropriate gay joke.
Is your hat, like, alive or something? Oh, well, that's none of your business. Now is it? Would that make your hat the top and you the bottom?
Well, that for one, that's just sub and dom joke. That's not inherently
Yeah.
a gay joke.
That's
A
yeah, it's
woman
not
can be the
necessarily it's a sex joke. Like that's to boil it down, right?
Yeah, but it kind of
And this
And
is
again-
also a person whose entire
Yeah,
character is sexual deviant.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's perfectly within
Like,
character
this
for
is
him
where
to
the
make
fuck.
that joke.
He's the one that's going to make the fuck jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose humor comes only from the fact that it's inappropriate and gay. This is followed by yet another not straight joke. I can't keep saying the actual word or YouTube might demonetize me.
I'm going to blow you to bits.
Kinky.
Also, right after that, the Roblox oof can be heard for some reason. Then
Oh, I didn't even know that. It
What?
literally is the Roblox oof.
Wow, that's great.
Oh my god.
God, there's so many little details, eh?
Nah.
Fuck.
I can understand the annoyance of that because I hear it all the time. Hell, one of
Yeah.
my outros is just one of the oof songs that I fucking hate listening to now.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't play Roblox, so I don't hear it.
No, I don't play Roblox either. I'm talking about how often you see the memes and hear them. Especially those Redditors, YouTube Redditors, they censor all words with oof every single time. And it just completely kills it way more than normal. As well as what's it called? the outro video I did was Higurashi fascism in oof form.
Oh, God.
as the brawling escalates between all parties, the scene ends with yet another classic trope, showing all parties head-to-head with each other. After that, we ride along in a limo with Angel.
This is
Charlie.
actually a legit thing. Like, it's...
I don't think it was important of who won, though.
No,
Like,
but it gets rid of any payoff. And
well, the payoff is talking about what happened right at the end. Like, what happened right after it. And the fact that it destroyed their chances. I don't think it needed to be shown. Like, you pretty much got it all there. There's also air horns. Yeah, we also talked about that. What's it got? I don't watch most Redditors anymore. I did for just a little bit. Like,
yeah, it's
probably
interesting.
a week or
Like,
two. Yeah.
Vaggie, and in the scene, Vaggie scolds Angel Dust, and there's excessive use.
Oh yeah,
of
that's what her name is, Vaggie. That's actually her name. I just call her Spicy Double Taco.
F word. I think the writers wrote that in because they want you to remember this is an adult show, so they can say the F word, right?
This guy's
it doesn't
a
add
pussy,
anything at all.
man.
It's just kind of said randomly, not used for emphasis, just kind of thrown around because adult.
I fucking say it all the time. It's
Yeah,
literally
Dude,
no.
I'm
my
from fucking
speech.
Jersey, man. I'm from
Oh,
fucking
no.
Jersey.
I'm
Come on.
sorry,
No.
that's the word fuck is my version of
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's like a certain C word that I'm not allowed to say, or YouTube will destroy the
Freaking
stream.
Stuffy's been saying
Dude,
it
don't worry about
constantly.
it. I've already said it like 3 times.
Good. I can say.
In some areas, yeah, in some areas of the world, dude, just certain words are just.
Yeah,
ubiquitous.
where I live, almost everyone says fuck at least once a sentence.
Yeah, well, you're in the Navy, or you were. Was. Yeah.
But yeah,
How was that powdered soap?
All right.
Adult show, right? That's a huge pet peeve of mine with any video media, whether it's movies, TV shows, is the excessive use of the F word just to be edgy and adult.
Oh my God, I can tell the difference between somebody saying it like to be edgy,
and just naturally having it part of your.
Because let's be honest here. The F bomb has become significantly less
edgy,
offensive, over. Like it's not even a big deal now.
Is it even offensive?
No,
yeah, like
it definitely.
When
is
I
not
was
offensive.
Yeah, because when I was,
it's an emphasizer.
Yeah, when I was a kid, like the F bomb was like a fucking major deal. If you said the F word, you were literally fucked, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays,
if I said it, I would have the taste in my mouth.
Yeah, so nowadays it's not like people use it all the time. It's casual. It's on television for fuck's sake all the time, right? Like I don't know what he's getting at here.
Yeah,
he's getting at that he's a fucking bitch.
No, I don't think that's what he's trying to say. I don't think he has a problem with saying fuck in general. But I think he's trying to imply that
he's misrepresenting the scene.
Yeah, I think he's trying to imply that the show's doing it just to be edgy, and it's like I don't think so. It sounds
I don't
very
see
natural. in the
The
way
show's
he's using
doing it a little too much, but
I don't know. Black
that's more of-
Lagoon said fuck over the course of its entire thing about like.
yeah, I know how many times Black Lagoon said.
I think
It
it's
was
just the tone. I think
hundreds?
it's just the. I think it's just the tone that they're going for.
Yeah,
Like I don't think it's a big deal. But
Yeah,
anyway.
it's not. Okay, I'm gonna.
well, I mean, you got to spice it up with other profanities.
I literally
Like
here's
it's
the thing.
just fuck. It's not.
Little known fact. Whenever I make the scripts, because I say fuck so often, I actually have fuck all over the scripts, and then I take them out.
Yeah, I mean, like
it's so natural for me to say it that it actually bleeds into my scripts usually, and I usually take them out.
okay, yeah, it's pretty much just fucking dick. I want to hear like cunt, shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, let's get the
Motherfucker,
Australian.
cocksucker.
Yeah, like I really want to hear. You got to spice it up a little bit. Don't say only fuck.
Noinch, noinch, motherfuck, noinch, noinch, noinch.
1, 2, 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4. Noise. Smoking weed, smoking whiz, doing coke, drinking beers. Rolling fatty, smoking blunts. We swing the blunts. Rolling blunts.
No, I'm done.
Overall picture of the whole show, but when it's just unnecessary, it's just you'd come off as trying to be edgy for the sake of being edgy. When they arrive in the hotel, it appears completely run down and abandoned. No new souls have shown up to be.
But yeah, one thing I keep.
Yeah, that's because there's fucking 3 people.
Wait. He's still. I don't think he's clarified that they're using fuck to be edgy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
He's trying to say that, but he has not qualified it.
He's trying.
Yeah. All right.
Rehabilitated, and the writers missed out on a great opportunity for character development. Angel Dust says this joke.
It's probably a good idea to get some actual food in this place. You know, to feed all the wayward souls you got in here.
No, he feels bad.
Right here, where he pauses and walks away. What if he kept walking towards Charlie to comfort her? Show a softer side that he doesn't show publicly. I think the writers missed a great opportunity.
I don't know. Hang on. No.
How the fuck are you saying?
What the? This guy's such a pussy.
That was the.
Okay.
That's kind of the thing.
They are in hell.
No.
That he has a softer side,
Yeah,
but is still afraid to open up.
Yeah.
Exactly, because they are in
No,
hell.
this was actually explained inside the limousine, where he wants to protect his reputation and how people see him in his image.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
of course he's not going to actually do it, but you can definitely tell he cares.
And
They are in hell.
And in my honest
Man.
opinion, I actually think it shows more character for him to have that little moment where he is contemplating and then he decides not to.
No, here's the
Exactly.
thing. This is the goddamn pilot. He's not going to go through an entire character arc and be completely done with it by the end of this pilot.
It shows that little tiny spark, right? That little thing that maybe he can actually
That's
be
for
made
later.
good.
I don't think he has to go through. This is like judging a pilot the same way you're judging an entire series.
And that's
I don't think that is a correct way to actually judge something like that.
Yeah. I agree.
All right. I'm gonna press play.
Press play.
To make Angel Dust a non-one-dimensional character, but no, they had to make him basic AF and one-dimensional AF.
First of all,
What?
Hold on. Before that.
Hold on. Okay.
Flat characters
Right
are
here,
two-dimensional,
where he pauses and
not
walks away.
one-dimensional.
What if he kept walking towards Charlie to comfort her? Show a softer side that he doesn't show publicly. I think the writers missed a great opportunity to make Angel Dust a non-one-dimensional character, but no, they had to make him basic AF and one-dimensional AF. Just an
that's
a-hole
bullshit.
constantly. There's a knock at the door of the hotel, and when the door is opened, we are introduced to yet another new character. This one has a weird radio voice for some reason.
For some reason?
Whoa!
I mean, I don't know why it has the radio. Like the radio needs.
Okay, let me think of what he could mean by this. For some reason, he could mean, why did they ever introduce him with a radio voice? Even though he's quote unquote, yes, a radio man and whatnot, he could say that. But what's it called? you can go into his backstory about how drag whatever he said about how he was killed like that because of his job, and it's like, yeah, you could say, why does he have a radio voice? Because no one else has a voice that is a voice or some kind of deformity or something like that related to their past job, as far as we know so far.
Right.
So
I'd have to go back and look at what Angel Dust thing is, because I think a lot of his is due to his. Well,
actually,
is it him or her? I can't remember.
Well,
I remember correctly.
I always like not having any of that background information. I always just took it as that's just his personality and character, right? In Alistair's case, like it's just like he's this flamboyant radio.
Actually, because you can think of Angel Dust's abilities, you know, how he transforms and whatnot, as seen as part of if he was a prostitute before he went to hell. Because more hands, meaning he can jerk people off more and shit like that, and
yeah, that kind of shit.
I'd have to, because supposedly
that actually might be a thing inside the show.
And actually, like, there's a chance
it would make sense.
The fallen angel, because the X over the angel's eyes is on the opposite eye for her. She's got the spear and all of that.
Yeah, but anywho, with Alistair though, I just assumed that it was his character, and that's why his voice is like that, because that's his whole like stick. Like that's
I kind of assumed that they wanted.
Yeah, but I'm thinking what he means is why is his stick even that in the first place, and that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because it's interesting.
I think
that and I don't know. I don't think that needed to be necessarily explained.
Well, I think it's because what's it called? It's so vastly different from everyone else. It kind of needed a little, like an actual little explanation.
Maybe, but
and this
the thing is,
we're getting into.
She used to live stream animating shit, and she would explain this shit.
Yeah,
but there's like, I think 70 hours of live streams.
Yeah, you'd have to watch all that. But I think it's getting back to what we were saying about like they just needed more time. Like that's a time issue.
I don't know. Again, I still think what I was saying might be true, and there's enough to show that there is at least a little bit of presence.
Well, like Alistair needed his own episode to introduce him.
But yeah, I think there needs to we see two. So we need to think of a few more to see if it's an actual pattern.
Yeah.
Holy shit, the chat is going really fast. Because I was looking away for a while. Can't show pilots. Can't fathom why. He's literally called the radio demon. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
For a few minutes. All right. I see what it is. All right, I'm gonna press play.
Alistair, pleasure to be meeting you, sweetheart. Quite a pleasure. Excuse my sudden visit, but I saw your fiasco on the picture show.
He is a radio host, but it is an interesting idea. But honestly, after a few lines, it's just annoying to listen to.
Hard disagree.
Not really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I get that is kind of a subjective thing. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I'm gonna hard disagree on that. I actually really enjoy listening to his voice.
And what he's saying with that effect on than anyone else, especially with the pretty
freaking Angel Dust doing more sex jokes in the background. I always thought that was funny just to see that.
Loud background music that's playing. Vaggie then tells the story.
Because, actually, before we get into this, a lot of things in the background of this show is actually really nice because
it's amazing. There's so much attention to detail.
Yeah. Because they're almost never actually static. There's almost always something going on. And if you look at the background a lot, you can see like this little like people are actually doing stuff and living their life rather than just being character stills and still. It's like, we don't need you right now, so stay still.
Of the radio guy and how he's actually an evil person who shouldn't be trusted. Very similar to how everyone who replied to my tweet asking what Hazbin Hotel was saying.
Wow.
Show with a controversial creator. I don't know why people say controversial and they mean disgusting. The creator child, so CP, and supports people who do blackface and defending it as an opinion. I mean, technically,
it sounds kind of based.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. But technically, what's it called? People drawing blackface is their opinion.
Oh, we lost the other guy that was in.
Oh, that one guy. Yeah.
He didn't even tell me he was going.
Oh, he's going to work. I love you all. Okay.
All right, later, man.
You're
See you
okay,
later.
man. I don't love you, but you're okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Saying that Vivziepop is an evil person. Both this girl and the people trying to say that Vivziepop is evil are equally.
Yeah, I think that's the
up.
point of that. Is she's supposed to be enough of Charlie's ray of fucking sunshine?
Well, she's also the
Conversations I've had,
SJW stand-in.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I mean, she and you notice like all the sexual harassment that really happens, like physical and verbal, like 90% of it happens at her
Because of how she reacts to them.
because it's hell too. I mean, like, what is the nature of hell? If you think about it, like that which you hate the most should be happening to you.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, this happens.
And what can you do, my effeminate fellow?
I can suck your dick.
Ha! No.
For some reason,
I love it.
I'm sorry.
Perfectly
Dude,
encapsulates his character.
feedback
That
is
was
so
great.
And I just
fucking
love how
love 'em.
you hear someone zipping their pants up as well. I don't know
Yeah,
whose
yeah,
pants
like,
it is. I think if the thing is, I don't think I like the sound effect, but at the same time, I don't think it fits because
Nah.
if it's what's his name? If it's the Radio Demon's pants that got zipped up and is like, why was it unzipped to begin with? Because he's denying it. If it was what's his name's, it's like, why was it already? Well, okay.
See, I didn't even notice that because it was radio. The feedback, like he hit the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too. That or it was like
No,
'cause
there was definitely that.
I do think
And
there's
Yeah.
a lot of unnecessary sound effects. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really
Like-
fit into what is being conveyed.
No,
and
but
that's
the
that's a
fucking
valid
white noise was perfect.
Yeah, and we talked about that before we started watching this video.
Yeah.
Like that's a perfectly valid thing.
people on Twitter found this to be hilarious. It's not funny. This is the epitome of trying to.
Oh
It
no!
is
Hang on
funny.
a minute! Hang on a
It
minute!
is very funny.
You can't you can't say it's not funny because clearly people find it funny. Like you can't be the arbiter of what is and is not funny.
But it is.
That's not.
It's funny because of what's it called? He doesn't know anything about him, and then is like, it's one of those. Okay, I'm not gonna speak to you.
Yeah.
He
It
got
is.
so
It's
fucking
like a joke.
creeped
The
out,
entire
he just
joke
goes away.
is how nonchalant it's. Angel Dust says that so nonchalantly,
Hmm.
and it shocks the fuck out of Radio D.
Yeah, like that's the point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally just making
I mean-
him that uncomfortable.
Let's be honest. We've known people like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that.
It's called
Yeah.
me.
All right.
Literally me, but okay. Hashtag literally.
Literally, just more 12-year-old level dirty humor that happens out of nowhere. Is the randomness supposed to make it funny? Does
That's his
I don't-
entire character.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
his
Guy
entire
is
character.
really
but that
annoying.
is, like, it fits with his character, I mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's not random if it's expected from his character. Like, that is the
fucking
exact.
consistent.
That is the like. If someone like Radio Demon asked him that question, that is the exact response I was expecting from him. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not random if it's expected.
random equal funny? Apparently people think that this joke is also.
Oh, yeah, here's what I was talking about. How much he
Yeah.
looks like the
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Someone posted this
no,
clip on Twitter. And then, of
it's
course,
not
you had
random.
People go and retweet it saying stuff like, "See, it's funny because he's and all think like this."
It's not
See how
saying
funny
that
you
at
are,
all.
not-
No, it's not. This is the problem. Like, you know, this is also the problem, not with like retards like this. Excuse me, I can't say that anymore. Not with
Dude, yeah, you can because I've said it like 50 times.
I know, but like mentally challenged people like our host here, and SJWs, like what they can't understand is like,
Don't compare.
oh my goodness, there are gay people that exist and that
They're
they're
way
evil sometimes, and they're
Well,
good
not only
sometimes,
that,
and
it's
they're
not even
human.
established. If I remember correctly, Angel Dust is supposed to be trans, hence the tit.
Yeah, he like shapeshifts and shit,
I
doesn't
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. About
Angel
like-
Dust could honestly be like Marilyn Manson.
No.
Have the
The
boobs?
answer to that question is Angel Dust is anything you want him to be.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
the
much.
answer. That is the answer to that question, right?
You're probably right. It's probably something along those lines.
Either
Angel
it's anything you want him to be, or he's a hermaphrodite.
I would go with Ladyboy.
I'm going with Angel Dust is whatever Angel Dust feels like at the moment, and the rest of you
It
can
could
all
be
fuck
his
off.
power.
But going back,
I'm going with Angel Dust is a sexual deviant.
but going back to it, this is like it's,
Are you saying trans
it's
people?
not.
God damn it.
Okay. Anyway,
I had to.
It's not saying that all gay people are like this. It's just that one particular stereotype, which has a lot of
What are
truth
you
to it.
trying to
Have
tell
you?
me? Any depiction isn't making a fucking
Isn't a
statement
gross
to everyone
Yeah.
entire.
I know.
I don't know.
But
when I look
let's
at
be
this-
real here.
No, when I
But they-
look at
oh,
this,
sorry.
I see this person is like this. Thus, I think every single person in the world is like this.
Totally.
Wait,
totally.
what?
But let's be honest here. Let's fucking be real about this for a second. You motherfuckers seen a gay pride parade in the US? Like, have you seen that fucking degeneracy
Yes,
that
I
goes
have
on?
visited
Right?
Houston
Like,
while it
you
was going
cannot.
on.
Yeah, you cannot
Look, man,
fucking
I
tell
went
me.
to the Black Gay Pride Parade in
Because I
Atlanta.
went to Anime Matsuri, and during Anime Matsuri, it was during Gay Pride.
Yeah, so you cannot bitch about this gay stereotype and also defend that shit, right? You can't tell me that, oh, those gay pride parades, they're perfectly okay. That's not a problem. And then have a problem with this character, which is literally a stereotype of that kind of thing, right? Like,
I
you
don't
can't.
know if I would say that, but okay.
Well, all I know is I have a problem with people bringing their children to Pride Parade because, like, I know what's going to happen in a Pride. It's going to be hilarious, but don't bring a kid.
Yeah.
Stuck in 2015. Please
That's just so far off topic, but whatever.
laugh at us. This was on Manga Commons Twitter who posted that screenshot. That's how I came across it.
Yeah, Manga Common. He's Manga Common is refuting it.
Yeah.
No. I accidentally hit the pause button, but it didn't.
Oh, okay, right.
Is a crazy person who's obsessed with adult activity. It is a stereotype of the people, right? But you're also completely ignoring these two.
Not
who are
really.
a
Guy is
healthy
so
relationship.
That's a stereotype from the 80s when they were dropping like 5.
Okay.
Like, that's
You
the
making
thing.
jokes about the HIV?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
making jokes about the Hivy.
Oh, no.
But, no, like, that's the thing. That stereotype hasn't really existed since that period.
No comment.
They both care about each other so much, and they're both women. It's like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Angel Dust is a bad
That
person.
doesn't even have to be a sexual relationship.
No, it doesn't. And
Like,
honestly, it doesn't.
It's one of the things that
No, we're
really
agreeing with
annoys
him on
me
this
is
part.
how
Like,
Yeah, I
you're
was gonna
not able.
Yeah, if you think
Yeah,
we're disagreeing, it's very clearly we're agreeing.
Yeah, we agree with it. Like, when he made this exact same point with the news reporter, we agreed with him then. So we're agreeing with him again now that he's not wrong, that these people that are going off about... We're disagreeing with the people he's talking about, not him.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. You were saying?
No.
Just fucking...
That's why he's in hell, dude. That's the whole point. Being a person who's attracted to the same gender is not what makes him a bad person. He's a bad person because he's a bad person.
I mean...
Yeah.
No.
Who just
Yeah, I know
to
you
be
want to do you mean, but
attracted to
no,
the same
disagree
gender,
with that.
right? Believe it or not, there are, in real life, there are people
Oh, thank you.
who are bad people.
That is impossible.
Oh no!
Wait, you mean to tell me gay people can be bad?
No.
Sure.
And if you think so, you're a bigot. We need to coddle them and shelter them from the world because you're a bigot.
Yeah, totally.
perfect little angel. That's what Manka commented and said, and I agree. I'm getting sick of seeing these posts, and I'm sick of seeing those posts get so much support, especially when they're based on lies. Hard agree. Everyone needs to sit down and shut the hell up, dude.
Yep.
When it comes to anything. Saying that the freaking show is racist because of a gray character? What the hell, man?
No, okay.
She's great because it's hell?
No, he said, what the hell, man? She's gray just because she's a demon, I guess. I mean, yeah, you could say it's, what's it called? It could be racist just because of, it would be a race inside that world. Yes, technically there's no race like that in our world, but there can be, clearly there's one inside that world.
Well, didn't you say, or somebody say, or isn't she supposed to be,
Mexican? Latino.
Yeah, or Hispanic or whatever?
Yeah, it kind of seems like it, especially hinted inside the show.
Well, yeah, with the whole taco comment and everything.
And also,
but you notice her not
she
saying
speaks Spanish when she gets angry, which goddamn definitely happens. That is fucking right on the nail. I've grew up with Hispanics my entire life.
Yeah, well,
that shit is accurate as hell.
Anybody with a familial background that's ethnic will do that. But like the funny thing is, you know, she doesn't. What's funny about it is she speaks with a flat, normal accent. She doesn't have the stereotypical Hispanic girl accent. You ever notice that she doesn't go around saying "Hey, papi"?
Yeah, it's
of
not.
course, she's not saying "papi." She's a lesbian.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. She's not going around using the
okay, this is what you're
accent.
saying, full. She's not full stereotype. Of course, she's not full stereotype.
Well, no, I mean, like, actually, the usual suspects should actually, like, be applauding this because she's not falling into stereotypes.
I don't know. She falls into a lot of stereotypes, not all of them.
Okay, yes, but not like accent-wise and shit like that.
Yeah,
frankly,
like,
I
it's
actually
not
kind of
cool.
wish she had the accent because,
Just
you know,
it's
I
not
find that to be...
caricature.
She doesn't want to be labeled as Dora the Explorer.
Maybe not.
All right.
Saying that it's just stop being a dumbass and just watch the damn show, dude. It's so annoying and it's so stupid. It's so stupid. I'm tired of it. Everyone else is tired of it too. All this outrage that you see, typically it's the vocal minority, and it's definitely the case with Hazbin.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yep.
Hotel. Because if we go to the actual video, look at the like to dislike ratio. It's overwhelmingly positive.
That's
that
like
ratio
99 point. Let's see. Yeah, that's like
It's insane. But if you look at it just on Twitter alone, it seems like everyone has a negative opinion of it. But it's not true. That's the vocal minority. So don't be fooled by these people on Twitter who get outraged about literally everything and literally make up lies so that they can be outraged about stuff. You know what I'm saying? 99.9% of people do not think that way. You just see it a lot more because those are the only people who are vocal, is that very small percentage.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
They're always screaming and yelling like little babies on Twitter, and that's all you see on Twitter. Because
Goblin
normal people like you and me just don't care. So we don't talk. Well, I guess
I mean, to be fair, Pedantic was right about.
God damn. At first we hated it. Later we look
What
at
are you
it
talking about? I love that fucking video from minute 1.
That
Just
video,
so-
that video is
the most
Pedantic's
based
best video.
on Goblin
Yeah.
Slayer ever.
It's one of those things
There
where
is a video I have to watch by Pedantic on Goblin Slayer.
yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen?
Is it good?
It's
Oh
unlisted.
my
You
god,
can find
he
it.
compares the goblins to the Jews.
Yeah, unknown or stuffy. I'll link it to you later because it's great.
I think Unknown's gonna have to because it's private in the video and I did not.
Yeah,
Unlisted.
it's unlisted. It's unlisted.
Not privated.
Yeah, if you have
We
the
don't
link, you
normally
can.
talk
I
about
have the link.
Oh
But
man,
TV
I'm
guy
not.
Then summons some hotel staff from somewhere. The first girl he summons cleans everything, and then the second guy says the F word about 30 times because remember we are.
Yeah, he fucking
It's his
summoned him.
fucking
Yeah,
out of
because
the
he's
character.
a fucking card shark.
He literally,
yeah.
he literally was about to win all the money every single time. Of course,
Yeah.
he's going to be saying the fuck word, you know, because he's
Yeah,
fucking
no,
angry.
the guy. I swear to God,
Yes,
dude,
he will-
come on.
I
this
mean,
guy
I'd
is
have been.
really, like, the
I'd
kind
have
of
said
guy-
so much worse than the fuck.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's like It's like, oh no, it's the F word. What will
Oh
we
no,
do?
he's acting like a
like,
guy who just
oh
was
my
about
god,
to win it all
what
and not.
word
didn't.
can I call the guy who just summoned me right before I was hot?
Yeah, that's just.
We're watching an adult show, and we must not forget it.
You have a dream. You wish to.
I loved this part.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, no, I actually like the fact that he put her up.
I also love the fact that when he walks up to Vaggie, he's not like fully dressed until you have a smile.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
It's
that
like,
was so
how fucking old fashioned he is.
No, and you know what, dude? That is going to piss off.
Oh yeah,
all
of
the
course that
feminists.
pissed people off, but
and no, it's obvious that he said it to Vaggie too.
Yeah,
because
to
that is
piss her off. Yeah,
to
Yeah,
piss
I
her
know.
off because she's the feminist character.
Yep. And I love it.
To attack the hotel, Radio Guy stops him with his insane levels of power.
yeah, we know
And then
Radio
what other way
Guy
to end the episode than
obscenely
with yet
powerful.
another overused-
Dude,
Granted,
Radio
they did-
Guy cast Evard's black tentacles like 20th fucking level. What are you kidding me?
Yeah, he totally enhanced that.
Did anybody also notice that the one-eyed chick that cleans the room is a fucking anime girl? Come on, like, dude.
yeah, come on, that's a fucking
one of the
lolly,
things
man.
Oh yeah, dude, she's totally anime.
Yeah. One of the things I would say you could cut out is where they explained how strong he is, because he fucking warps reality like 10 seconds beforehand.
Yeah.
When he's like, believe me, if I wanted to hurt somebody, I would. And like
Yeah.
the screen starts warping and shit. It's like, hey, that's really fucking smart to show that, no, this dude's way more powerful than.
The dude means
Oh my
the dude.
goodness, the showing dot.
Yeah.
all the characters who've teamed up walking into the sunset, except it's a hotel rather than the sunset. And you guessed it, there's a post-credit scene with yet another overused trope.
Yeah, the guy
The
coming
enemy who was
back.
defeated hasn't really been
Again,
defeated.
his
Once
issue with
again,
tropes.
like,
Oh, Manon,
One
this
of the
guy, swear to
thing
God,
is-
I swear to God, this guy is a fucking do not. You realize like that villain is gonna be if the show takes off, it's gonna be a recurring character who's probably going to be more of an annoyance than anything else.
Yeah, he's
Like,
just gonna be
that's
he's gonna be the comic relief villain.
Yeah,
Viva
exactly.
la Raza. God damn it, that's
You'd
big.
think that this test of the gods. I had not seen a single fucking TV show ever the way he's talking about this thing. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Like-
not just that. Like, one thing I will say is it's really hard to get all the because it's spread throughout different animation streams.
Mm.
But one of the things she said is the only demons is angels.
Mm.
Like their spears are special or some shit.
mhm.
So,
It's a special.
which is kind of hinted at when someone is collecting spear after they leave. So there's something there. But that would also bring up the fact no one can kill these guys.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna press play.
Overall, Hazbin Hotel sucks, and I hate it.
I don't think he said enough things that were qualified to
Yeah.
actually make that
Most
Well, the
most
thing
of
is,
what
the only
most-
things he's qualified are the criticisms other people have and why they're stupid.
Yeah, like my
Like he
main.
never
Like
qualified
if we
his
go
own
through the
criticism.
list, like if we go through the
I think
list,
we
the main.
qualified the sound effects way more than him.
Yeah, we qualified that ages ago. And the thing is, if we go down the list, his problem is it uses too many tropes. It uses the word "fuck" too many times. He doesn't like the humor.
Too many
And
characters.
Too many characters. Trying to think of anything else.
I'll
My
give him
memory
like
shit.
4 of those because it's
Inconsistency
got
in
as many
jokes.
characters as a generic harem
But I
anime.
thought-
Oh, I do have to point out somebody
wait. He only showed mature humor, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
never
He didn't.
showed why it contrasted with the other ones.
immature
Yeah.
humor.
Yeah, he never showed examples for one and then examples for others.
Honestly, it just if he wants to say it's sophomoric, I'll agree. Most of the humor sophomoric. I would definitely
Yeah,
show this to
absolutely,
like a 15, 16-year-old. They
Yeah.
love the shit out of it.
Hmm.
But
Most of his criticism is just that it's not for everyone.
Well, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's
pretty
not for
much.
children, but the jokes are soft work.
Look, he's basically putting this on the level of that.
It just
By-
feels like
by
he's trying to be a
saying-
contrarian.
Yeah.
I think honestly, like now, what it is you this will probably catapult you because when I watched it this evening, it was just like every single fucking video after Hazbin Hotel on my, I watched it on my TV.
Oh yeah,
Every
it's
single video on YouTube was like
heavily.
Tabo or Hazbin Hotel sucks. Hazbin Hotel is problematic. Hazbin Hotel is a piece of shit.
And then
Hazbin
Manga
Hotel
Comments
is this.
video, the drama around Hazbin Hotel is stupid.
All right, let's keep playing.
Well, I'm not really kidding. I actually don't like it, but that was too mean. Let's take a look at objective things first, okay? Objectively.
Okay.
Oh, here's
Objective.
what I
You know,
Okay,
here's the
here
trick,
we
though.
go.
Where's
This is gonna
Rika?
be the this
Let's
is gonna
get-
be
let's
the,
get-
the big one right here.
Let's get Rika in here. Let's keep talking about
That's
objectivity.
not.
The animation.
I don't want this to turn into a 5-hour podcast with me and
Yeah,
Rika
because I'm
yelling at each other on
Yeah,
what the
'cause I
fuck
gotta-
objective means.
yeah, and I gotta get some fucking food in me soon, and
And
all
I
this
gotta
shit.
get-
So after this video, I'm gonna have to drop out. So let's get this going.
Is great. Notice how I haven't said anything about the animation. When something is good, there's not much to
That
say about it.
that was
Now,
actually a funny
I
joke
am
too
not
that she didn't know screens work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
invested in the knowledge of technical animation.
Well,
but
go
I'm
actually go back. Go back. Do me a favor. When he's talking about the animation being great, go back a little bit. Yeah, okay, hit play.
but
I'll tell you when to pause.
that was too mean. Let's take a look at objective things first, okay? Objectively, the animation is great. Notice how I haven't said
Ready?
anything about the animation. When something
Pause.
is good, there
Okay, dude, actually, like, look at this shot. This shot composition, like, most people
Yeah.
don't. Like, it really, one, it fits the rule of threes.
It
Two,
does.
like, the left-hand side is slightly blurred to suggest the existence of a camera. Like, you can actually see depth and dimension. the way they layer the cells.
The very, very subtle green gradient on
Yeah.
the lighting on
Yeah.
that side.
Absolutely. Like, dude, wow. Like, I didn't realize, like,
Yeah, this show is fucking
Oh
amazing with its
shit!
coloring
The
and shit.
fucking shadow. The
Yeah.
fact that she's dark, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there's a shadow that gradients onto the elbow of the reporter. That's
Yep.
her shadow being cast, indicating that there is a light source.
yeah,
Like-
and I,
Yeah.
it's granted, it's not fantastic and it's not perfect.
It could be
You
done,
could-
shown a little better. I
It's-
could think
but
of
it's
a
still
few
good.
spots.
Look, the
Yeah,
great
dude,
the
they
green
showed
gradient is also on Karen's hair.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we already said
Uh-huh.
Like, well, it's It's a really good shot.
like it is.
So
it's
yeah,
as-
we're not gonna.
It is as
sorry.
good as what Pig Puncher was trying to say Steven Universe was.
Yeah.
But,
this is what actual good coloring and lighting and shit.
Yeah,
like
it
this.
does, and I think we can all agree with him because he's saying right now that objectively the animation is good. I think we can all
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah.
agree with that.
Okay.
Like, my God, this shot actually is fucking brilliantly. Like, this exact shot right
I
here.
don't say objective good, but whatever.
Yeah, I know. But like we can agree with him on this point.
Oh yeah,
To
it's
make-
fucking
to-
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
it's epistemologically good.
Yeah.
Or something. Right, all right, go.
By all standards, it's great.
There's not much to say about it. Now, I am not invested in the knowledge of technical animation, but I'm representing the interests of the common viewer. And to me, a common viewer, the animation looks great. It looks fine. I didn't really have anything to complain about in terms of the animation. I'm sure if you are an animation student or you do animation, you might have some things to say, you might have some criticisms, but it looked fine to me. It looked okay to me. The art is very high quality, but the art style is a thing that I have a little bit of an issue with. Not much. I do like the style that the characters are drawn in. I think that's a very nice style, abstract style. It's pretty neat looking. Reminds me a lot.
It definitely is really good to show how evil people are. at a
I
glance.
bet you money these two end up fucking halfway through the season.
I think they probably already have.
You know what? Yeah, you're probably right.
All right, keep it going.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. The only thing is that
See, I would have gone with Zim
Yeah,
more.
he did say Foster.
Invader
Yeah,
Zim,
he said Foster's. It's like, yeah, a couple of things I could
No, like Angel Dust
Really?
looks exactly like what's the art style of what's his name, the really tall
Jordan
one.
Vasquez.
The really tall basketball.
Oh, Wilt.
Yes, Wilt.
Yeah, but really, he also looks like the fucking tallest from Zim.
Yeah,
Mm.
a lot of if you've seen a lot of Jordan Vasquez comic books too, like
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
the Homicidal Maniac and shit. Yeah, dude, this is totally like in that vein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so much red, and I know that you are in hell, right? But it's like everything is red. It's difficult sometimes to distinguish what is even a character and what isn't. A
No,
character.
because there's
Wait,
fucking
what?
thousands of red.
One complaint that everything's red. I know you're in hell, but everything's still red.
Yeah,
No.
but look,
Yeah,
you can
I
tell
think-
the difference.
No, I think the
between
other statement he
everything.
said was even more ridiculous. You can't tell what is and isn't a character.
Yeah, that's
called detail?
fucking retarded.
That's
Let
called
me rewind
detail?
just to see I didn't mishear that.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm lagging.
A lot of the colors are the same. There's so much red, and I know that you are in hell, right? But it's like everything is red. It's difficult sometimes to distinguish what is even a character and what isn't a character.
Wait.
It's just
okay. You know what? The sad thing is, in the exact fucking clip he showed,
You could clearly see the character.
you can clearly see the cell, even though it's probably a digital and not a physical
Yeah,
cell.
yeah.
Well, not just that.
Cell
Okay,
of the
everything's red. You can see every symbol of the pentagram up top.
Oh my god!
Like, okay, I can get like the cluttered criticism because there's so much detail, right? I can get like it's easy to miss things. That's valid, right? But
I don't think that's what he's saying.
But that's the point of
Yeah.
repeat viewing.
Yeah, he's saying that everything is red. You can't distinguish the characters from the background and all this other stuff.
Even
It's
though
like,
the characters are
I
usually
disagree.
white
yeah,
or gray, so that they can easily be distinguished.
yeah, I just don't see the same thing he's seeing. Then obviously, like I just can't. You know,
Wait, is this the objective part still?
yeah,
no,
he's still.
Like the only character who's largely red is Radio Demon, and you can tell everything
Yeah,
because they
so I
use
don't-
a darker tone. They use a darker saturated red.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
It's very difficult to focus on one thing that's happening. The designs of the characters are very.
But that's a completely different criticism than you can't tell the back. Like not being able to focus is completely different from not being able to tell what is and isn't a character.
Very unique and interesting, but many of them
Hold on,
are
let me
also
rewind
just a
and
very
see.
busy. There's so much red, and I know that you are in hell, right? But it's like everything is red.
There's
It's-
also a
it's
lot
di-
of purples.
Have a cigarette and another beer. Grab another beer, and I'll be back.
I should probably
I'm
order
back,
some
I'm
fucking.
back.
I should probably order some fucking
What I
food.
did is I swapped to my phone internet real fast because that
All
was
right, well,
more
I gotta
consistent.
piss, so I'll be back in a second.
All right, so God damn it! If what's it called? If I knew this, if we went from 45, almost 50 viewers down to 12 because of that.
Yeah, and like I couldn't fucking. We're live now, right?
Yeah, we're live now.
Chandler, you ass, you fucking have unknown and shit on Discord. Fucking ping him or some shit. Because none of us were looking at the fucking YouTube chat. We were in the watch together and look. Because I have Discord open. Like, don't like. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I swapped to my phone because it's more consistent than my actual internet. My internet phone is better, but every once in a while it will disconnect me. My phone is worse, but it always is connected.
Okay, because smart Alec is an actual fucking smart Alec. He said that the stream cut it out with there is also a lot of purples. That's when we cut out. So that's
Okay.
a lot. We cut out for a while.
Oh wow, we cut out for a few minutes then.
Yeah, but of course it would have been great.
Okay, what
if
I
someone...
said was, oh yeah, yeah, I know. We have a gradient of everything from pink to what's it called? Red.
Yeah.
Let's rewind. Okay. Oh, okay there, chat. Looks like all the boomers are taking refugee inside their own hug box. They can't take so much internet and us youngins. So, maybe just give a little bit of a break for now. Let's interact with the chat while we're waiting for them. So how's it going?
I'm probably gonna order some fucking food. I mean, get that fucking going.
Let's see. Lightning Wishel to flash blue and green. What? I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy some fucking takeout. Fuck it. Probably shouldn't. I should be saving money.
There's a lot of. Okay, so.
All right, I'm
I
back.
don't feel like we. Kick utter feels deed. Yeah, this is a. I was about to say I would fuck Angel Dust.
Wait, what?
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. Although Charlie, on the other hand.
Joseph Stalin asked, will you guys react to Law and Order ECU season 1 and 2?
No.
Are you sure?
Will we react to video game journalists? That's pretty much what he's asking. I didn't think any of them were fuckable. I was saying if I had to choose.
Cherry bomb.
What? But what's it called?
No, it's a song, dude.
Okay. Yuki's still in here for some reason. Oh wait, no, it's whited out, so it's not. Wait, did Fool actually leave?
No, he's still here. He's just muted.
Did he leave the watch together?
No.
Because there's only 3 people in it.
Maybe.
Okay, well, let's get back.
Let's just finish this up.
Yeah.
Because I got a fucking
bounce.
Get out
I
of here.
know. Press play. Come on, play. God damn it! I might have to refresh the watch together. All right, I'm refreshing it.
All right, you do that. I'll stay in it.
Not gonna add.
Yep, you've come back now.
Oh, maybe I was the one that was disconnected.
Yeah, that could have been it.
Yeah.
All right, do you want me to hit play and see if it works?
Resync me?
Yeah, like I'll hit play and it should do it. All right.
Wait. Let's see.
You good?
Give it a second, because it's still loading for me.
All right, let me know when you want me to hit play and I'll try and sync it for you.
Wait, it may have just synced it.
Are very unique and interesting.
Yep,
it just synced it to me.
Yep, that's fine. Yep, that's good. Oh, well, while we wait for Fool,
We're not gonna wait for
stand
Fool.
up.
We're fucking just going.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah.
Are very unique and interesting, but many of them are also over-designed. They go past the point of being unique to the point where it's just difficult to look at because your eyes don't know.
I don't think the chat saw us at this part. We were before this because we were still talking about what's it called? Why won't it let me rewind?
I don't know.
There we go.
Do it.
Because we were still talking about the red and shit. I think this is where it was.
An issue with not much. I do like the style that the characters are drawn in. I think that's a very nice style, abstract style. It's pretty neat looking. Reminds me a lot of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Yep.
The only thing is that a lot of the colors are the same. There's so much red, and I know that you are in hell, right? But it's like everything is red. It's
everything's a gradient from purple, pink to red.
Sometimes
yeah, like look at that very shot that he's showing. Like, that pause right there with the character in the background. And look, there's even green there.
There's also purples and blues.
Yeah.
Like
no, even though it is a whole bunch of red, you can clearly tell everything about it. It's like
you can You can read the fucking pot shop sign in the fucking building.
Well, no, I'm talking about you can literally see every detail of the fucking pentagram in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And shit
that's the
like that.
thing, is his argument makes no sense because there's more than one shade of red.
There's a
Yeah.
fuck
Like, this show, I will say though, if you're red-green color, this show will suck.
Yeah, but there's not a whole lot you can do about that.
Yeah.
Like,
sadly.
yeah.
All right, let me go because there was something I wanted to talk about, which we cut out on.
It's a very busy art style. There's so much going on. It's very difficult to focus on one thing that's happening.
Okay, now this is where me and Stuffy were arguing for a little bit. And I would say on the first viewing, when you're doing all of this, it is very easy to focus on the upfront and everything that is happening. You don't have to know what's happening in the background. They drew it in the sense of it's very good on the first watch to notice what is what is going on, and all the background stuff is good for another viewing. You can see and be like, oh, I didn't notice that before, and see what the characters are like in the background. And it is like, I don't see this as a negative. I see this as a positive.
Well, this is actually a bad scene that he picked to this argument, because really the problem is during the musical at the studio.
Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of
the
clutter.
one it's a very each scene is very busy, and each scene is like 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's very quick and very cluttered. I can
okay.
agree.
If
I
you're
can
talking
I
about
can agree.
that part,
That's
then-
sensory overload, and really,
However,
now I
this
can
is
see
just
what
a
he
bad
means,
scene to
because I
fucking
thought
go with.
I thought he was.
No, I'm
showing
not
it
talking about the backgrounds being too cluttered.
No, okay.
It's
I thought he was
literally
talking about
just
something
that
like
scene
this.
that's transitioned so fucking.
But
no,
I thought he was.
this is retarded to pick. Then
Yeah.
this is his fault.
Okay, but to interject, right, he's not saying like that particular scene is the problem. He's trying to say that that's a problem for the whole show.
Yeah, this is an
which
editing
which
error.
is not. Yeah, which is not true. Like if he was talking about that particular scene and saying that it was cluttered, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's fine.
And all
but
of the
because
musical
he's
numbers are like that.
But,
It's just
but
the
hang
one
on.
movie.
Let me finish. Yeah, but let me finish. But because he's talking about the whole show at once in a general kind of sense, I would disagree that it's cluttered the whole time. Right?
Yeah.
I think that there are probably certain scenes you could pick out, such as the musical, where there's definitely a bit of sensory overload going on, but not the whole thing at once.
No.
And like you said, this particular scene was the worst choice because look at how easy it is to tell everything in this scene.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna press play.
The designs of the characters are very unique and interesting, but many of them are also over-designed.
And his example of over design was the fucking person that's supposed to be over designed.
Yeah.
But let's see if he gives even more.
They go past the point of being unique to the point where it's just difficult to look at because your
What?
eyes don't know what to focus on. There's too many details. So now that we've said that, let's move.
He's not even that over designed.
So hang on. So
He's
that's
still talking
also
about the objective part.
Yeah, that's not objective, mate. That's I'm
Also,
not sure about that.
it's in fact, if you want to talk about like a cluttered design, his design isn't that cluttered.
It isn't.
No.
Almost none of their
Like-
designs are cluttered. And except for the one snake person, and that's
He's not.
on
I
purpose.
wouldn't even say the snake person's over.
I wouldn't even say
Cluttered
that either.
design.
I wouldn't say the snake person is cluttered in general.
The designs
I'd
of the
say
characters
compared to everyone else, he is, and that's on purpose.
I'd go with Radio
are
Demon as a
very
better,
unique.
but that's because all of his detail is still red.
Yeah,
So-
Radio Demon has a lot going on to be fair.
Yeah.
and
I would have to
interesting,
look
but
at
many of
that
them are
because I
also
don't remember
over-designed. They go
there
past the
being
point
so
of being
much on Radio
unique to the
Demon.
point.
I do know
It's
there
more
is
the fact
detail on
that
it, but I don't
all
think
of the
there's so
detail
much.
of Radio Demon is a
red.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's
So
color
you-
palette.
it
yeah.
kinda
two things with
disappears.
that. One, then you're agreeing with his red thing, and two,
No, it's literally just.
that
That's the
example.
only example I would give for over design.
But two, what I was
Like-
trying to say is that's not an example of over cluttered. That's
No,
just an
it
example.
isn't.
That's an
And that's my point.
You were
I'm just
literally
gonna.
saying.
I'm just gonna
I'm saying
back
that's
away
the
and let you
closest
two have
you
fun.
can get to saying something is over-designed.
You might as well just not said that, but whatever, because that's not even over designed. That would be a problem with coloring, not over designed. Anything that's lack of design, but whatever.
Point where it's just difficult to look at because your eyes don't know what to focus on. There's too many details. So now that we've said that, let's move on to my opinion. Woo!
Wait, that wasn't your opinion?
Yeah, he's only now going from the objective to the subjective.
If this were an animation meme, it would get 40 out of 20. But this is not an animation meme. It's an actual adult show. So it's held to a much higher standard than animation memes. One thing that really annoys me is there's just too many sound
meme reviews.
effects. There's like 5 sound effects.
Highly inspired by PewDiePie. Like, he even does next meme.
Oh, well.
Per second.
Bury you.
And we're live.
Welcome back. So, Charlotte.
It's Charlie.
Whatever. Tell us about this new passion project you've been insistently pestering our news station about.
I think it's dumb to have unnecessary sound effects in the first place. That's something you see.
This could actually have been switched with the over-design thing as objective.
Yeah, I agree.
Because this is going to override people's senses and
sensory overload.
Yeah.
and we can't, and like we've already got
all the autistic people watching.
Yeah, and we've already gone over things, so I don't think we really have to go over that again.
Already gone over.
In children's cartoons, where you have sound effects when someone moves or when someone slouches over, you know, when it's unnecessary, it's just, for lack of
that's foliage, but whatever.
a better word, cringy. Honestly, it's just
what? Wait, I don't think
I wouldn't say
no.
I wouldn't say it's cringy.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
It's just too much. Like, why would someone make a noise when they slouch over? It just makes no sense. The bone cracking sound.
The bone cracking sound totally made Shaft neck.
Yeah, I mean, got it. I mean, yeah, but they go further than Shaft as well. They literally break her neck, and bones are sticking out.
Don't make me grab the good Shaft neck and show you that they do not the Shaft.
No. I mean, she literally put her head facing down. Her bone was sticking out. It was literally out of her body.
Right.
That's when it was doing the cracking noise of the neck during the news reporting. Like, her cracking her bones, she's literally breaking them, if you look. Every single time she cracks, she's like breaking a bone and snapping it back into place.
Yeah, I know.
Why is it there? Why? What the heck?
Oh,
it doesn't...
hang on.
That
Speculation time. As we were talking about like people's origin stories, what if the reporter was an actual reporter in real life and died?
And got in a major accident.
And died in some means that involved their bones breaking.
Or maybe she just tried to snap her neck and it actually snapped.
hey, that would actually be kind of funny.
I mean, maybe she killed herself with some paper.
You know?
Maybe
you know.
She got, maybe she suicided by saying, I have information that will lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton.
Alright, but sorry to go off topic with that, but I just thought
an
interesting idea.
It's just unnecessary, and it doesn't really contribute anything. Tone it down with the sound effects, my god. Another huge problem that I have is that the show tries way too hard to be funny. The jokes are so shallow, so face value. They're just thrown in randomly. It's like they're just trying so hard to be funny, and it just comes off as really uncomfortable. It's like watching a 12-year-old do a stand-up act at a school talent show. It's just trying way too hard to be funny.
That's actually because you try to get a joke in every 3 seconds.
People who are 12 years
hoping like 3 hit. You're literally hoping that 3 jokes hit with a person.
Which
But you're throwing in, 50.
Can I also say that his script in that part could have used a little bit of work, because he literally said they're trying too hard to be funny like 5 times. That could have been cut down a bit. Like, yeah, dude.
All right, I'm going to
probably think that it's hilarious. The jokes are really dumb, and they're not well thought out at all. They're not well written at all. They're so face value, just like all
most
the
of
other
them are bondage
Well,
jokes.
I mean, yeah, and this is all subjective shit anyway, so it's like I don't really.
I mean, last time I checked, prostitutes and hookers and all that shit aren't well thought out. They're not really known to be the smartest individuals.
Yeah. Again, but yeah, this is all like his opinion, subjective shit anyway. So it's not like I can really disagree with him. It's like, okay, so that's how you feel, I guess. I don't, don't agree. I don't agree with your opinion, but it's like, okay, I guess.
Jokes.
Sure.
It reminds me of the jokes that I would hear my freshman year in high school, or when I was in 7th or 6th grade. But the jokes are
It's almost like that's actually.
They're just bad jokes. They're just not good in the first place. Too many characters are introduced way too fast, so it's difficult to even tell what's going on, especially when combined with this crazy art style that has way too much visual information. It's difficult to follow what's happening. And when you include the sound effects also, there's so many sound effects, so much happening, it's just chaos. It's a mess. It leaves me asking the question, what is happening? So to sum it all up, if this were made as a children's cartoon and there was no adult humor, or if the adult humor
would be terrible because you'd have.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? The video is not available. The uploader has not made this video available in your country. What? What?
Yeah,
I just got a commercial.
Mine just went to an ad,
too. Yeah, which is why I paused it. Oh, whoa, wait. No, mine just completely swapped its video.
Yeah. Oh my god, did you private the fucking video?
Let me post what I'm seeing in the chat just so.
Hold on, let me go to the actual video itself. Did he literally private it as we were watching it?
That would be fucking hilarious.
I think he did.
No, hold on. Nope, I can find it.
Wow.
I think it. Okay, I found it, so I'm going to just post it again, and hopefully that won't happen.
Yeah, that was weird. Like maybe it was the advert that triggered it or something.
Or
it might have been an advertisement.
Me getting
that
disconnected.
wasn't an advert.
Maybe.
Oh, here we go. We're back. Yeah. We're back for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I just swapped it to it, and now I'm going back to where we were.
Yep.
Where? I don't remember.
Oh,
what
hang
the
on.
Timestamp was. Chat.
Oh, it's about where we were because he was talking about like if this was an actual kid show. Yeah.
Well, hello, chat.
Right? Then this would be a great children's.
Wait. How would this be a great children's?
Yeah.
I think we skipped just a few seconds. Maybe.
Yeah, no. It's about where we.
This hot topic as fuck.
There we go. I'm at it.
Be a great children's.
Still didn't go back.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's about where we were. It's the same point.
Yeah.
It leaves me asking the question, what is happening? So to sum it all up, if this were made as a children's cartoon and there was no adult humor, or if the adult humor was on the level of like what's in SpongeBob, right? Then this would be a great children's cartoon because it has the same energy.
It's literally
still
about
fucking
to say. It's about to say.
Yeah, no, this guy has never. This guy is.
He literally said because, meaning he's about to say why.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I said.
That's
why I said why, so I could listen to it.
Yeah, so let's listen.
Geared towards older audiences, but it retains that same juvenile level of humor. When I was 12 years old, I would have loved this show. I would have loved this. But now when I'm 22, it's just painful to sit through. The humor is so bad, it's so childish. It's like, I can't even believe that this is geared towards adults. So here's my little conspiracy.
Okay. This show is literally how to make. Let's make a cartoon for Hot Topic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
like
that. Well, honestly, this guy has. He's sitting there. He's pontificating about shit.
Has someone paused it? Because
it
paused for me.
It.
Yeah,
It didn't pause for me for some reason, but anyway, continue. It's fine.
It's weird. This guy has no fucking knowledge about like where animation has been, where it has gone. At the very beginning of the stream, right? I mentioned that this reminded me of Ralph Bakshi movies. Like I hold on. Ralph, like, what was it? Coonskin, or what was the one? Bakshi. What was the one he put it? Heavy Traffic. Yeah, it's like, and Ralph Bakshi was one of those guys who like rejuvenated back in the late '60s.
Oh, it just started playing again.
He rejuvenated back in the late '60s and early '70s, like animation.
References.
There. How about now?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's fine now. Yep.
I mean, Bakshi is a goddamn genius, and like fucking. Like, this guy's never seen that. He's obviously never seen old Bugs Bunny cartoons, because he's sitting there saying shit like, excuse me, motherfucker, dude. Ralph Bakshi's movie Fritz the Cat in like 1972 was the first animated movie that received the X rating. And
yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yeah,
it's like, dude, these people, like, he never intended for it to receive an X rating, but he got it. Partly as a fuck you to him. But like this guy's sitting there saying all this shit, and it's like, dude, I'll be dead honest. Nothing that this is doing, nothing that Hazbin Hotel is doing, is in any way unique, new, or sudden for this guy to have such a tremendous, like, fucking, I don't know, like fucking Jerry Falwell-esque, fucking Pat Robertson-esque reaction to, which is exactly what he's had. Like, and motherfuckers are furry too. Like, honestly,
honestly, that validates way too many opinions just by being a furry.
Dude, also, like, his Disney fandom, like, he wears it on his sleeve, dude. And honestly, like, if you're gonna fucking be all up on like this Disney shit.
All right. Well, we're almost done.
Wait, hold on. Like, the live stream is weirding out.
What do you mean?
Is it?
I don't know. I got a spinning circle. Does anybody else have a spinning circle?
Yeah, I've got
live.
one too.
It's live for me at the moment.
It's live for me as well.
I love the Joseph Stalin. Okay. My favorite humor is when the dad is a drunk man. The child is. Yes, the wife is a prick. And
the live stream is
awesome.
Yeah, I'm not noticing any problems.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Press play.
Yeah, let's just
Can't
get this over
watch
with.
something like Family Guy and enjoy it. They're stuck with the children's cartoons they have, even though they're starting to learn what all this is. So something like Hazbin Hotel, with very, very basic adult humor, appeals very much to like 12-year-olds. Because I cannot see any adult watching this and thinking that it's funny. But it wouldn't.
I think that's the majority of adults that have watched take it.
It's almost
apparently.
Well, the thing is, it's almost like people like the reason adults prefer radio than anyone else is exactly what he's saying about the humor. Because like radio is the more subversive form
of media. But yeah, I'm gonna
where he's.
It wouldn't surprise me because many adults in the art and animation community act like 12-year-olds. So it wouldn't surprise me if they thought it was funny. Overall, it's impressive that a 30-minute pilot episode of a full-fledged animation was able to be made and uploaded to YouTube. I don't think we've ever seen anything quite like this on YouTube before.
That's not true. Have you seen Misty Cornexia?
Oh, God damn.
What the what covered?
Oh.
You don't know the glorious anime of Cornexia and the 8 Seals.
I like that people are making stuff like this. I like that. I think it's cool. The animation was very good. The art was very good. You know, the quality of animation and the production value of it is so much higher than most animations on YouTube. Think about Storytime animators versus this, you know? Think about animation memes versus this. I really like that something with this high of a production value is being made. But the thing is, production value is only part of the story. The actual content is what matters more than anything.
I don't think he's talked about the story at all, actually.
He hasn't.
That's no, he
actually has. The story is like the majority of what's it called? Of a goddamn show or whatnot. Like
Yeah.
what you're supposed to be critiquing is the story and the themes. He hasn't talked anything about those.
Again, if you go down the list, what has he complained about? Like, he complained about tropes. He complained about the jokes. He's complained about fuck, what else?
I don't like the jokes.
It's been so. It's like I'm fucking forgetting what he. Because it's so
like-
forgettable. I'm
that's what he's trying
forgetting
to
the
say,
shit.
Phil, but okay.
Unlike Disney.
Well, everything in the pilot episode is set up so that when there's a second episode or they get picked up, they can start paying shit off.
Yeah, I really wish.
Like, you can
really
kind
wish
of
they don't
skip over.
deviate far from what they did in the pilot.
Dude, I hope Amazon or Netflix picks and gives them just a, hey,
It needs to
do
be
what you
picked
want.
up.
Probably
Yeah,
Netflix.
it needs. Yeah.
I would say Amazon right now because they're starting to pick up a lot of good stuff now that Netflix is kind of turning into shit.
I don't know. They keep picking up Castlevania.
Anyway.
When it comes to a series of videos that is story-oriented like this. Good animation is not going to save you from poor writing. It's not going to save
Wait, but you haven't said anything about the writing.
No.
He's
the only thing he's like actually said about the writing is that it's too tropey, and to that I say, well,
that doesn't make
care to qualify these statements.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Save you from bad jokes. It's not going to save you from juvenile humor. That's what this series has in droves. If I were to rate this out of 10, I'd probably give it a 5. It's very middle of the ground, very mediocre, in my opinion. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen by any means, but it's so far from being amazing. But those are just my thoughts. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.
Yeah, well, I'd give your first
Should I
suit a
make more
2.
reviews of animation? Let me know.
All right. So let's like try and recap. So he doesn't like the tropes. He doesn't like the jokes. He thinks the characters are over designed. He thinks that the colors are like it's too hard to tell detail. I'm trying to like go through everything and think about
this
some
is
of the
a review
shit.
equal to Doug Walker's The Wall.
Oof.
I still
No,
haven't
it's not
seen
that bad.
I haven't
No,
seen
I
that
was
review.
about, honestly, it's
Me
not
neither,
that.
actually.
And
I'm not
the only
saying
reason I haven't seen that review is because I haven't seen The Wall itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Doug Walker's reviews literally spoil everything.
Conan, whoever said Conan the dog is really, really insulting Conan. Argo. Whatever, dude. Insult to Conan, man. Come on.
Right. So what do we think? What are our like closing thoughts on this?
Let's just see the very last things. If he starts shouting at his Patreon,
It's not 10 out of 10 because it's not.
Big thanks to all my patrons. You can
Okay,
become a patron today
literally
by
the
clicking
very
on the
next
link.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, because I was a little bit ahead of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think what's it called? Most of his criticism is valid.
Me neither.
Most of it is.
I think he does have a few points that I would say are like
Underexplained, especially.
Yeah, they're underexplained, but I do think he does have some points that are somewhat valid, right? Like,
that's why I said I think a lot of it isn't, or whatever I said. I didn't say all of them.
Yeah, I know you didn't, but I'm just clarifying.
Making this 2 to 3 episodes long instead of 1 would heavily benefited it.
Yeah, I think that's
because
I think that's
pilot though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but that's the through line that we've kind of concluded is that 90% of these issues he's talking about would have been solved if they had like an extra like 20 minutes.
I don't think they need an extra 20 minutes. I think if I had to say, I think they would probably need about 5, maybe 6 more minutes.
A pilot is kind of like a proof of concept.
Yes, that's all it is.
Yeah, that's
Like
all this really is.
And the reason
and he's
critiquing
it. Oh, sorry.
And what I'm trying to say is the reason why I say I hope they don't change it too much is because have you ever seen the pilot? Like, actually, do you actually go out and watch most pilots?
Most pilots don't make it past the
I know a lot of pilots like what's it called? The regular show pilot. It was it's literally nothing like what they were originally pitched.
Yeah,
It was literally about two guys working at a convenience store getting high as hell off of drugs, and where all those character designs that they used inside the show was literally just them hallucinating everyone and
So
shit
it was
like that.
It was basically the Clerks cartoon.
Yes, it was literally Clerks.
Yeah.
Yeah, was wow.
Like,
I kind of wish that show had been made then.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, but as I was gonna say, it seems like he's critiquing the pilot as if it was like a single solitary episode of the thing, rather than looking at it as, okay, this is a pilot. I should adjust my expectations based on the fact that it's a pilot, not
I mean,
like
one of the most famous pilots in geek culture or nerd culture is the Star Trek pilot. And if you've ever seen this, I don't. Most people, in this day and age, probably have never seen the pilot to Star Trek, the original series. But if you watch it, it's literally like none of the characters except for Spock are in the pilot. Like Kirk's not there, McCoy's not there. None of the original characters are there. It's it's completely different from the original series, but it's still an interesting show, but it's very, very different, and that's why these things are made to be like a proof of concept. These are here, look, studio or network, this is
or whoever wants to finance.
Exactly, we're asking for people to finance this. Who's willing to throw money in to turn this into a TV show?
Yeah, it's here's the basic idea, here's the gist of it, right?
Yes.
What are you doing? And I think as a pilot, this definitely works as a pilot.
Oh my god, dude! I'll be honest, this works as an individual, random episode.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm. It's actually
this is great.
Way above and beyond than almost every other pilot I have seen. There's only a couple that
the only
pretty
thing
much comes to.
I don't swim to pick it up because I don't want to put into 15-minute clips instead of a 30-minute.
Yeah, I think it would be better as a full episode show.
Adult Swim 10 years ago. 10 or 15 years ago.
I'm trying to remember what was it. It was
Well, I mean, now the Boondocks has freed up. The slot that would have been for the Boondocks
that pilot
has freed up, so.
But yeah, anyway, his video was kind of blah.
I'm kind of wondering what the response he does.
Yeah, I if we had time, I would want to maybe I don't know, because I don't really want to.
No, maybe next weekend because.
Yeah, because I'm waiting on food to get here. I ordered something, and that'll probably be here in 10 minutes, and at that point I'm gonna be out. So.
Ding dong, Pat's Pizza.
All right.
No, I'm getting curry and fried chicken is what I'm getting.
Maybe
you're getting curry and fried chicken.
Do, next week.
Yeah, bro.
Should we?
Yeah, I'm good for next week. Yeah.
All right, because I didn't do it last week, and so people were commenting that I forgot to do it, or not last week.
last 2 years and a half ago.
Oh, super chats? You haven't done super chats?
No.
Get money?
No, he doesn't.
I don't do super chats because I'm talking about certain videos or certain. I was getting comments on the Pseudo-Electoral podcast saying I haven't read the comments from X video and shit like that. Let me think. What was it? Think. Lectural. I forgot what the channel name was for.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah, I'll stick around for a little bit more, and then I'll have to drop out. Have something to eat. Yep.
Starting to get hungry.
Yeah, fuck, man.
41.
I love that anime snob pops up.
Oh yeah, because that's the hilarious one.
Have you ever done a debate between? You know what we need to do? a debate between him and Rika.
We have.
Oh, you did? Oh,
it was also a debate between him and Plot, which.
And it was just me there shitposting. All right.
Yeah, that's one of the few podcasts.
Oh, look, it's the episode where you chewed out Spooky.
I didn't really chew.
Yeah, I know.
It was just more like.
Why do we live in a society? Have you read 1984, which is her just trying to insult you?
Tick
but,
of
yeah,
that.
We already know.
Everyone's sick of that.
We live in a society. Yes, we do. Okay, get over. Come on.
No, she was saying that to make fun of you because that's literally what she was saying. Your entire argument is. Which take do you think?
She had no idea what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Let's get to the next one. Next one.
Next comment.
Which take do you all think was least bad? Digibro on Kaguya-sama or Jerry Freeman on Konosuba? I forgot.
Okay, what was yeah. Refresh me on.
Digibro on Kaguya-sama is definitely not.
Yeah, refresh me on Digi's take. I know Freeman's take.
I don't remember what Digi's take was. I think it was something as Kaguya-sama. I think it all stems because he hates love triangles and how everyone's acting stupid and they should just get together and shit like that. I think that's what it was. I do.
Well, that doesn't sound that bad. Yeah,
that
doesn't
he
sound
hates
bad to me.
What makes romantic comedies?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like his criticism against Kaguya-sama and saying it's not funny because it's literally just every other fucking thing. And it's like, yeah, that's what I remember. I do not remember his entire fucking thing.
Well, Freeman's take is just
is Jerry Freeman's.
Yeah, because he won't shut the fuck up about it.
Oh,
he just
man.
won't. He just keeps saying it over. Like, and he's had how many videos where he's mentioned it? Like fucking 5 or something. Feels like 5. Probably less than that. I'm probably over exaggerating, but he keeps making the same fucking joke. Oh, look, I don't like Konosuba. Everyone's wrong. It's like, God, dude, fucking get over it. Jesus.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's the next comment?
Yes, Trash Man. Who is Jerry Freeman?
Yeah, good.
Didn't know that. Did you hear that Logan Paul was on Fox News?
Don't care.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I really don't care. But I think I heard something about that a while back. I can't speak upon it because I don't have really anything to say.
Who was Joe message?
And apparently there was another one I forgot because reading the comments they said I forgot one more thing.
All right.
Are you guys ever going to answer the questions from podcast 40 and 39? Yes, we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
Yep, I can see why you want to fix that, assuming that you're taking your suggestions. I think or at least okay, that's not that's just a comment and whatnot. Yes, we're doing it right now to do them. I'm still trying to find a way to integrate it into the live stream itself. Because it seems like most people, when I was looking at the analytics, they click off as soon as the comments happen. Like 75% just click off. So we're trying to figure out a way to make it in. I don't know how we're going to do that. Maybe like if enough questions happen, we could do it in like 15-minute intervals or something like that.
I think it's incumbent upon you, the viewer, to not be a dick.
Wait,
Well, I mean, most people click off the other YouTubers do super chats.
Yeah.
I know.
So that's why people. That's
like literally an hour.
That's why people like
we're not
with
going
EFAPs
that long.
Well, EFAP's a good example of that because as soon as they start doing, because you know that when they start doing super chats, they're basically finished. So that's usually when I would drop off.
Ricardo's stream does the same.
Yeah. As soon as because he does. Yeah, because he does. Yeah, but he does the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the way he does it is he has the $20 ones that he reads out right away, and then the rest of them get done at the end of the thing, right? So But as soon as he gets to that point in the stream where he's like, okay, I'm going to read all of the super chats now, that's when I basically just.
Yeah.
Let's see if,
when Medicare starts doing super chats, I tune off.
Let's
Also,
see if 39 has it. Okay, that face when Greek and listening to the beginning. I don't remember what we were saying at the beginning.
Yeah, what was the date? June the 6th?
June the 6th, yep.
Fucking hell.
Damn. This one's a pretty far back one. This one's 4 months ago. And we skipped this. How can we possibly overcome the encroaching menace that is Jerry Freeman when he possesses both the powers to turn his opponents into strongman and raise?
That's pretty good.
Retroactively
That's
turns
good.
himself into a steel man on top of that.
That's good. No, that's good. I like that. That's good.
Love it. That is amazing.
What's the name of that commenter? They get a
That's the same person that was asking us to read the comments. I guess because
I guess it's because he wanted us to read that one.
Yeah. That's a
well, good on you, mate. Good on you, mate. That's good.
Oh man, that one's fucking amazing. Oh,
Dude,
man.
that is such an Anzac fucking statement. Good on you, mate. Oh my god.
Oh, that was brilliant.
All
right, what else? What else?
Wait, we didn't answer it. How can we overcome it?
Well, jet fuel melts steel beams, so.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
I know. I'm fucking around. Don't worry.
So we can't beat a steel man with jet fuel.
No, we have to find some other way to defeat steel.
Just throw salt on him.
I mean, thermite works really well.
Thermite, that's what they used in World War II. Yeah.
Yeah, thermite.
I'm like, what the fuck?
No, World War II was phosphorus.
No, I thought they used thermite. Too.
I'm not sure.
Usually used for like welding and shit.
All right.
Because you can use it under.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I've only watched a handful of anime, but it's partly because I'm insanely picky, and it's quite easy for me to lose it. Well, that's not the question.
Well, then you're a normie and get out of anime.
That's a you problem. That's a you problem, not a us problem.
That's a Fulminatus problem.
Wait, you mean you need to run interference to gatekeep? All right, I'll gatekeep the fuck out of this motherfucker. You don't like Ninja Scroll and Akira and Ghost in the Shell and Wicked City and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and all that other shit, then go fuck off. I don't like kitties.
All right, what's the next?
What AnyTube channel do you think attracts the most normies or is run by a normie? That would either be Mother's Basement, Anime America,
I'll be back in a sec.
No, the Anime Man. The Anime Man, dude. It's gotta be the Anime Man.
Actually, yes.
Dude, he is so normal fag. It's not funny. Seriously, bro.
Yeah, I've tried talking to a lot of the people inside the Anime Man Discord. That is a nightmare.
Nah. Yeah.
They almost never know almost any anime besides like the really
whatever he talks.
Like Minecraft,
whatever he talks about,
shit like that.
Yeah.
And even then, it's so basic.
Right, so what was the answer to the question before I head out?
Noble is actually, like Mike the Bike ass, Noble is actually a fucking dork. He's legit.
He's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. I've seen some of his takes on Twitter. He's pretty good.
His fan base might not be, but Noble himself is not a normal fag at all. He's no talking.
Okay, my question is,
he's just a VN guy.
Before you go on to the next question, because I'm gonna go out and head out. I'm just gonna quickly shill. I'm gonna shill my shit because I should shill the shit, right? Yeah. I do a show which is called Critical Critique. We watch fucking shitty YouTube AnyTube videos and we dunk on them and we have a good time. If you want to go and watch, you can follow the link that I just posted in the stream chat. And with that, I'm gonna go, say goodbye to you, fine mates, on this fine day.
Have a good night or day for
Yep,
I don't know. You're in Australia, so bye.
I'm a Kiwi, damn it!
Australia, same difference.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
Well, I mean, now it kind of is.
All right, I'll catch
See
you
you
guys
later,
later.
dude.
Have a good time.
Peace out.
All right, so my question. Okay, a Joseph Stalin 2 wants 20 million subs. My question
Love
is,
that guy.
What's a good place to get a meal?
Depends on where you are. I mean, like the Fairmount Grill is really good.
The joke
in
is
Philly.
with his name.
Cheesesteaks. If you want a good cheesesteak, don't go to Gino's or
The
Pat's.
joke is with his name.
Oh yeah, dude.
What's the sub?
Not Ukraine.
Oh, around where I am.
His name's Joseph Stalin, and he's asking for
wants 20 million subs. You know, Ukraine is really good. It's a really good place to get food, especially around 1930.
I mean, I think Germans found that the Polish have pretty good food. They liked it so much they did business there.
You know what? Ask the British. If you're looking for a good meal, every single country they conquered because they were looking for a good meal because English food fucking blows.
All right. Could you look at Mr. Sanderson's from The Fairly Odd Parents and compare him to a picture of Ben Shapiro? Did we do that?
Okay.
Let me go on break just in case.
Go
this
on.
is some fucking thing.
Anti-Jew shit?
No. Well, I don't even care about that. I'm just saying, just in case if it's something like oh, the Fairly Odd Parents person. Yes, I've seen this meme. Okay, so yeah, I've seen this meme a lot.
Post it in fucking the Discord.
Yeah, this. Okay, let me put it back on break then. That this character from Fairly Odd Parents looks like Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, a little bit. He's definitely short enough.
Man, I've seen it a few times. I forgot that was the name of the character because I just know them as the Pixies. Okay. I can't even talk. I can't even shit talk the points of this channel anymore because the only thing that gets uploaded is 4-hour podcast. Feels bad. Well, you're not getting that anymore, so.
You could upload more. I mean,
this is a 4-hour podcast.
It is.
So I
At this point.
haven't uploaded those in so long.
You haven't uploaded anything in so long.
This week in AniTubes.
You've done that once.
Start watching them.
I've done it about four times. About to.
I know. I need to start watching them. It's like.
It doesn't change the fact that I personally find people making fan art of her distasteful. They give her positive attention she shouldn't be getting, but even so, I'm okay with people making jokes even if they don't like him. What broke the camel's back? Hold on, I'm still reading. What broke the camel's back for me was seeing people in the community trying. Oh, this is that one yandere girl.
Yandere.
Oh, you mean the girl who stabbed that guy?
Yes, real life.
I forgot she got pet. I forgot she got fan art.
Wait, there's a real life.
Yeah. This is months ago.
Yeah, 4 months ago to be exact. There was this girl that went to prison for because she loved their man so much that they pretty much killed him and shit like that. And
yeah, didn't she stab him like 5 or 6 times?
Yeah, but I think he lived, or did he actually die?
I don't remember.
God, you guys are such pussies. Like, what happened? What was it back in the night? Like, Lorraine
she snuck up on
chopped her man's dick off and threw it in the fucking park, and they found it, reattached it. That was back in like the 90s, man.
But
you all like, oh my god, we invented sexual violence. Like,
no, dude, this isn't sexual violence. It was She had a crush on a guy, and she
tried to
decided to fucking stab him.
Yeah, but dude, did
Not
she
tried,
chop
she
his
did.
dick off?
Oh yeah.
Did she
No.
chop his dick off?
That's
No,
not what
she
we're
stabbed him
saying.
like.
Dick off.
That's literally nothing of what we're saying.
Yeah, but that's.
Then she got a fuck ton of fan art
You
Not only
think
did
what's her name?
okay, cool.
because
We're
she was
almost
kind
done.
of cute.
She was very cute, and she smiled at the police officers with like an evil smirk when they were taking photos. And she was just hanging out there, hugging the dead body or injured body or whatever, and shit like that. Blood all on her. And the reason why people got pissed at the anime fandom is that people made a GoFundMe to bail her out that got thousands of dollars.
That part was actually funny.
It's funny, but fuck those people. A and B, like B. Well, I mean, I do mean fuck the people who donated to it, because like you guys are fucking retarded. And B, honestly, like this is nothing. And C, fucking, she's not even a yandere, because the yandere would have killed the girls that he was looking at, not him. That's what a yandere really does. She's going to kill everybody
Well,
else.
I mean, apparently she
Fuck.
got shot down and then stabbed him.
Yeah, then that means if she got shot down, she wants to find out who senpai shot her down for, find that bitch, kill him,
I
and then
imagine
try to
the actual
console
reason
him.
she got shot down was she was fucking insane.
Yeah, I think that's why. I don't think he had anyone.
Yeah,
like,
it's just
never,
like
it never
my
came
hand
out
is
that he had
better.
someone
Is a
in.
better choice
I'm
than
pretty
you.
sure it was she got shut down for her, and because she can't have him, no one can.
Fucking anime fans, dude. What that ain't even yandere shit. That's like, what the hell is that movie from back in the day with Kurt and Michael Douglas? And the rabbit boiling in a fucking pot. Oh, what the fuck is that movie? I don't remember the name of the movie. God damn it. It was
I don't know
big.
if they made.
I mean, it's kind of like Single White Female.
That's the other version. That's the other movie.
Oh, yeah, see.
Well, I don't think they made movies back then.
Oh, they totally did.
I don't think they made movies back when you were a child.
What's the one where the woman keeps trying to kill her husband, but it keeps...
Dude, they made talkies when I was alive.
I'm pretty sure someone inventing the wheel was very revolutionary when you were a child.
Nah, dude, that was my parents. My grandparents were like the fucking dirt. Dirt was new to them. My parents took dirt for granted. I took the wheel for granted. What are you talking about?
Oh, man. All right.
Fatal Attraction. That
Yeah.
was the name of the movie. Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, okay, that's what they're saying. He survived. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he died or not.
He survived.
He got lucky.
He got lucky. Don't stick your dick in crazy, son.
I don't
Hey,
know.
guys.
I still have.
I'm pretty sure he didn't stick his dick in it, and that was part of the problem.
Yeah, I
And
know.
hey, dude, honestly, like, if that's what she did, and he didn't stick his dick in crazy, imagine what would have happened if he had.
Oh my god, there's a dude on Twitter named 41%.
I mean, I think I would have dived right in.
I just wouldn't have associated with it. Like, you can tell a
Who
girl.
the fuck is Johnburg, Virginia? I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this. Sorry, Stuffy. I'm looking at this the chat, and the dude is like, "Oh, it's too bad." Argo Sleuth.
If I didn't,
he's like, "Oh, he survived. Oh shit, that sucks."
As I was trying to say,
like,
if I didn't know, as I was trying to say, if I didn't know. Okay, as I was trying to say, if I didn't know about her doing that to him, I probably would have dived right in. She was actually decently hot.
Yeah, but
You know
she
what,
does
man?
not
Not
fit
fucking
on
me.
the. Her crazy is way off the scale.
Nah, you need to sew that shit shut. Seriously, you need to sew it shut.
No, I'm saying
Like
if I
fucking
didn't know
dark
any of that,
religion
I probably
style.
would have gone in for that shit.
I'm fucking wiped. Somehow I gotta go to work tomorrow, but I'm
I'm getting hungry. So let's hurry up and fucking close this shit out.
I think
maybe
that's all the comments. Yeah.
Trash man, fuck off. Like right off. Not a okay. I'm not a fucking.
I don't
boomer.
remember how we
Gen
ended
X.
Yeah, you
these.
are.
Fuck off, Stuffy.
I've literally
Fucking
haven't
pussy.
done these in so long. I don't remember how to end them. I had a way of doing it, whatever, and that's all. Stuffy.
Go to the back of your fucking computer and just pull all the cords out, and something will happen.
I'm using a laptop.
You're fucked.
Alright, Stuffy, make your outro.
Stuffy, go fuck yourself.
Cool.
I'm Fulminatus, and I'm not a fucking boomer. I don't drink Monster, you fucking fags.
Not yet. I'll buy you some, and I will send it to you.
Gotta make sure it's 0 calories.
Shit.
Here's the thing. I will personally buy you a pack of Monster, fly out to you, and
You know who I'll
hand
give it
deliver
to?
it.
I'll give it to my brother-in-law. Of all the fucking people, my sister had to marry a guy who fucking literally is the stereotype, and he's a fucking millennial. He mows the lawn while drinking Monster. I swear to fucking God.
I mean,
he's
to
a
be
fucking
fair,
millennial,
Monster
too.
does make a better tasting Jaeger bomb than Red.
Yeah, I will literally fly out to your house and hand deliver it to you.
I drink coffee, man. I drink coffee or beer. Something's brewed. It's got to be brewed, dude. That's all. That's it. You can fly out to me and deliver me a case of beer. We'll fucking have a great weekend.
But I don't drink beer. That's too weak
The
for me.
Fuck is wrong? Okay, you know what? I'll raid my fucking whiskey stash.
Oh my God,
He has a dude. My brother has a huge ass whiskey stash. I live with my brother. He has a gigantic whiskey stash. I'm really not a whiskey guy. I'm a beer guy. He is a whiskey guy. He's not a beer guy. So he just, yeah, you can come over, have all the fucking whiskey you want, bro. Rock and roll.
All right, paint over the screen. That's how I end it. Yeah.
Paint over the screen.
Let me just put some white out.
There you go. White. It has to be white, obviously. It's
Yeah,
fucking
because you're
sexy.
taking over. All right. That's all. We're going to unlist the streams from now on and put it on the other channel. So if you ever miss the streams here, you can go to the Pseudo-Intellectual Podcast Club channel over there.
Yeah. Oh, Stuffy, do you make any videos?
No.
Nope.
You do.
Okay, I have a video on BitChute. Don't subscribe to me because I suck.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's it called? It's literally spelled like his name right here. For
Yeah,
his channel
Fulminatus.
on BitChute.
So feel free to ask all the JQs you want.
Yep.
I will probably upload one video a year. Like I'm busy with work.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Peace out, people. Bye bye.